Hi, welcome back to another episode of Across the Pond with me, BenJ MMA, Alfredo MMA, ZombiemanJay, Marauder MMA, and the most requested guest of all time, making his second appearance, Beewolf. How's it going, Beewolf?
I'm doing well. What about you guys? It's good to be here again.
Oh, bro, we're ecstatic because we had to bring on. They call him the ball knower for a reason. Because
bro, the UFC ball knower. The UFC ball knower.
A dangerous episode, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be giving you our top 10 GOAT list later on today. But before we get to that, how fucking badly did JDM get beat up? What the fuck?
His ass whooped. He ain't look himself in the mirror no more, nigga. That's one of those ass whoopings where, you know, like, bro, if he was in school, that nigga would have to transfer. It was a bad ass whooping, bro.
That was how Stelio Contos was beating up Stan Smith from American Dad.
What?
He was getting sock 'em boppers.
Bro, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, has there ever been a documented case of an MMA fighter getting like PTSD from a fight? Because I'm not gonna lie, like, JDM genuinely might be entitled to compensation. Like, you know how I think there's two active lawsuits going against the UFC right now, or maybe one. Like, JDM's he's gonna be filing a class action afterwards because the fact that this man is, dude, okay, no. People talk about oral laws. They talk about like being down bad. Islam fight, you can like have no shame because there is like times where you lose to a fighter and you kind of just have to charge to the game. The problem with losing to Prates is you don't just lose to him. You genuinely like sit there and you just start like, you don't question your career. You question like, does my own family love me? Do my friends really like me? Like it makes you start psychoanalyzing yourself in a way where therapy can't help, like pills can't help, nothing can really help you. Like time, you know, they say time heals all wounds. I don't know if it can heal this one. Because like the thing is, bro, he's in Australia, right? Like friends and family, everybody who knows JDM's is like live in attendance. And then, dude, and then you can't like go AFK. You can't like just act like it didn't happen. You can't transfer schools in this situation. You just have to, gotta take it like a good boy. That's just what it is.
What added to it as well, in the Islam Makhachev fight, he was getting called a crybaby because he was pulling a face between, and then even have you seen it when Prates is kicking the shit out of his legs? He's like, you know, so it's like he's gone from 8 months ago being possibly the guy to end Islam Makhachev, the guy, to fucking screaming in agony when hey, and don't get me wrong, man, Prates kicks the shit out of your legs, everyone's probably gonna be screaming like that, maybe a bit worse, but it should. Okay, sorry,
What do you mean? No,
it's
Ian Gary did no screaming, nigga. Ian Gary ain't no scream. He ain't scream nothing.
This is a crazy Gary upscale. Like this last weekend, crazy Gary upscale. Crazy Shavkat upscale as well, dude.
And I think it's even worse for JDM as well because, like, with Islam Makhachev, he's going to use his grappling. Bro, you're meant to be one of the best boxers in the UFC. You're meant to be a striker, an elite striker. And Prates just absolutely, not only just brutalized you, he had a 10-8 round in the second fucking round. Yeah. It was brutal. Everyone thought, he's just going to knock him out. Wasn't just that. He fucking styled on him, schooled him. I don't know how to explain it, but he just bummed him. He bummed his head off. There's no other way to put it.
Yeah, bro. I mean, bro, first of all, bro, what the fuck? That's what I thought when I saw JDM lying on his back. I thought, MMA is cruel, right? And I'm not saying I care for JDM because I don't really know the bloke, and he's never been one of my favourites. You know, just because you're a nice guy doesn't mean you're on the BenJ MMA favourite fighters list, all right, buddy? You got to have a little bit of meanness. You know, you got to be a bit of a dork, right? Some might say. I don't know what dork means, but I've heard Americans say it once or twice, so I'm stealing that saying now. And, bro, JDM just got walloped. I really don't know what else to say about it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you can tell JDM when he had his first jiu-jitsu class, boxing class, his parents made him go there. Because, bro, the way that this nigga be wincing in pain, he shooting a takedown, he's wincing on the steel, wincing on the ground, wincing. Like, he doesn't want to be in there. And, nigga, if the viewer can tell, just imagine what Prates felt. He could see him looking in his eye and see, like, yo, this nigga don't want to be here, so I'm gonna be doing my Anderson Silva shit, taunting. Mind you, Carlos Prates is using Anderson Silva's style, so this just shows how good Anderson Silva is. This shows that current day right now he'd be the champion because like Anderson Prates is fucking niggas up at 170 using everything Anderson Silva did. So what does that tell me about Anderson Silva? I don't know. Wait, tell me.
I think though what's interesting about this fight is I thought Prates was gonna win, but I thought it would be a lot closer. I think most people did. I mean, I don't know. I saw some people one way or the other being like, oh, JDM's gonna go out there and he's gonna 49-46 Carlos. The other way is like, oh, Carlos is gonna one-shot him. So it was a lot of extremes on both ends, but it's weird because the thing with Jack is I do feel like what's getting lost in translation though is he did still beat Bilal. Like beating Bilal is still a great win in my opinion. What do you mean no? What no?
All right, let me actually take this one.
And just before we carry on with the pod, do you guys think that you have better MMA knowledge than us lot across the pond? I don't think so, but if you think that you do have better knowledge than all of us, Marauder, ZombiemanJay, BenJ MMA, and myself, make sure to download 4ounce and join our fancy MMA league where you can compete with us and go up against our picks. Now, in order to do this, you have to download 4ounce MMA, and if you already have it, brilliant. Go over to the fantasy tab all the way at the bottom, and then make sure to join the league and put in the code ADP. And there you have it. That's all you have to do. Give your predictions for UFC 328, and this will be going on all the way to the White House card. So even if you drop a stinker, you have an awful card, don't you worry. You've got plenty of other events in order to make up if you do drop a stinker. But I'm sorry to break it to you, lads and lassies. You are not beating any of us. The top 4 will be me, Ben, ZombiemanJay, and Marauder MMA, and spoiler alert, I'll be numero uno. And a big thank you and shout out to the sponsor of the video, 4ounce MMA.
So here's the deal. Like I've been of the firm belief that since the era of Usman, like this division, like I made a point about this the other night. We don't know like what like the best 170 looks like, what like form the perfect welterweight takes. For you to be an ex-champion at 170 pounds, it nearly means nothing because you're immediately outdated by the time that the next title challenger then approaches you to challenge for your belt. Because with Usman, he lost to Leon. People talk about Leon's like one fight long prime. It was the same deal for Bilal Muhammad because at the time of Bilal Muhammad becoming champion, there was already JDM, which is like a guy who what was probably the best striking at the time. And then they dumped Shavkat, Gary, Prates, and Morales into the division at the same time. And now those guys are like this innovated new form of like a mutated welterweight. And now it's like amongst the 4 of them, I mean, I guess it's the 3 of them now since Shavkat's nowhere to be seen. We're figuring out who the best is amongst those guys. And I feel like that is going to be like the resolution of what this true 170 pounder looks like. It's not a 5'11" man's game anymore.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree with you. I think 170 is the easiest division to become champion. If we're just talking about all time.
Maybe
That's why
less so
those
now,
niggas,
but
like,
before Islam, yeah, probably.
No,
Yeah, because we had guys like Robbie Lawler, what's the little nigga name that beat GSP, Matt Sear, like these niggas became champion.
Wait, but Matt
just
Serra became
regularly.
champion like that was like
20 years ago, bro.
I'm just saying, go look at the past champions, they're all ass.
No. Well, no,
Who's
because
for every division, I feel like.
Usman, Woodley, and GSP have all been great champions.
Yeah,
Come on, man. What do you think Prates would have done in the era of Woodley if you just dumped Prates into that division, bro?
Wait. I'm gonna say this: Woodley's era gets Woodley or GSP's era? You're saying Woodley's era?
I'm saying Prates, Gary, and Morales would have soloed all 3 of those eras. They would have went in there. They would have been like Goku in the Naruto verse, bruh. They would have just smashed all them dudes.
I can't. Okay, I don't know about that actually, because I want to say this. If you watch Robbie Lawler and Hendricks, either one of their fights, but particularly, I'd say their second one, that would look no different than fights you'd see today. I'm genuinely telling, like, if you run back the tape of their second fight, if I'm not mistaken, that fight literally looks like it could be today. It doesn't look dated. With GSP's era, most of the contenders I do agree. Like, for example, like Dan Hardy, he wouldn't probably even be like top 10 in today's era. Like, but the thing though with GSP's era is that GSP was ahead of his time, and I do think GSP is not dated by today's standards. Like, he could still realistically be the champion right now. Like, if you were to just take him from like 2008 or 9 and you throw him today, he could still be champ right now. Not saying he would beat Islam.
I thought he would get crabbed by Prates, and Gary would do him bad too.
I don't think GSP
Morales would throw like ugly, strong-looking combos and KO him as well.
GSP, I
can't
think.
fight.
Look, I went to, obviously a while ago, I rewatched some of GSP's fights, not all of them, because some of them weren't that entertaining. But I came to the conclusion that GSP, he developed a really good style for like a sprawl and brawl era period of welterweight, like, except Carlos Condit, which I think is one of his best wins, and maybe Nick Diaz. I think Matt Serra, sprawl and brawl fighter, like a wrestler with an explosive overhand. Josh Koscheck, the same. Matt Hughes, the same. You know, GSP just developed a fundamental style to deal with those guys. If you put him in there against Michael Morales, I think he'd get badly destroyed.
Look at it from this perspective. Nick Diaz is a better version of JDM, and
he's bro.
Nick
Diaz,
Diaz is a better version of JDM. Wait.
No,
yes.
I don't agree with that.
What is JDM better at than Nick Diaz is?
I'm gonna be honest, like literally everything.
No, you cannot say that.
Okay,
no, you can't say that.
I would say he has the advantages in punch power, and I feel like that ultimately is going to be like, that's the difference between like Morales and a bunch of other equivalent level strikers, other than like frame, of course. I mean, like, to be able to stop a fight with your hands and to be a boxing style is like everything.
I gotta say something real quick, bro. Dude, you cannot even say Nick Diaz is of the same caliber as JDM. Nick Diaz had one of the easiest styles to shut down once he actually like started fighting like some of the best of the best. Now, Nick Diaz, what he did in Strike, listen, what he did in Strike Force, I commend him for. Like he has some good solid wins and some good performances, but like when he fought GSP, he effectively got shut down by a reactive double leg and he couldn't do anything about it. Like the whole idea,
JDM.
At least JDM shows scrambling ability. Like, I understand, like, dude, what JDM showed against Bilal and Gilbert Burns is better than anything Nick Diaz had shown against like the best of the best when he got up there. It's true. It's 100% true.
Bro, Diaz would have. Bro, Diaz is knocking out Bilal.
No, because Nick Diaz yells Stockton, and he flips people off, and he does a Stockton slap. You guys are like making it.
No, yes. I don't think I don't think Nick Diaz
you gotta understand, like a guy like Paul Daly, took him to the deep end. Like, you have to understand this.
Like Spence took JDM to the deep end.
No,
we're not doing this right now.
Paul Daly does not take JDM. No, he doesn't.
Dude, Silva Spence already took him to the deep end. Like, what are you talking about?
But so Fez, is this what we're gonna do?
Did he not?
So JDM had, what was it, 3 opponent switches, had to cut weight back-to-back times, and you're gonna hold that against him compared to Paul Daly. Okay. Like, I understand, listen, Nick Diaz is a good fighter, but bro, when you watch him fight GSP, even fought like the older man Anderson Silva, like, he just isn't like what you're portraying him to be. Like, you want to
JDM just fought a version of GSP getting ragdolled, and then he just fought Anderson Silva like 2 days ago. Like, he got his ass beat. Nick Diaz didn't get his ass beat by Anderson Silva.
Well, hang on. That was Anderson Silva coming off a leg break, by the way.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm like over a year layoff and wasn't at his prime. This is currently a prime Carlos Prates, not a leg broken.
What I'm trying to get past here is, first of all, you said Nick Diaz is better, or JDM is better at everything. First of all, Nick Diaz is with Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, so he's subbing.
Dude,
JDM.
Oh my god, this is what I be talking about, bro. It's like no. Listen, I get he's one of the only people in like MMA history hit a Gogo Plata. I'm talking to Ray Gorman, like cool. Like, I get it. I'm not saying Nick Diaz is a bad fighter, but you can't go on this whole evolution thing and then say Nick Diaz, the guy who was basically rendered null and void by GSP, is now better than JD. But hold up, we're losing the plot here. Let me get back to.
Do you watch them fight?
We're
JDM took his style, but Nick Diaz is
better with it. No, but he did better.
No, he did better with it by who? Beating Kevin Holland.
We're losing the plot, bro. Let me get back to my original point.
Name me 2 good JDM wins.
bro, Belal Muhammad, and then I would also say probably
Pete Rodriguez.
No, no, but here's the thing: beating Belal Muhammad is objectively a good win, bro. You really
Well, hang on.
can't
If we're gonna
deny
go down
that.
this road, what would you say for Nick Diaz?
Nigga, put prime Nick Diaz in there with Belal Muhammad.
Say
Sleep.
no.
Look, how
Could
he's switching
you
up.
give me two? Could you give me two great Nick Diaz wins off the top of your head?
Sleep. I don't know. Alfredo, who are you talking to?
So you just said about JDM 2 great wins. Who are 2 great Nick Diaz wins?
Yeah, bro. I like.
Robbie,
Carlos
probably,
Condit?
I don't know if Robbie Lawler's a good
He didn't
name.
beat Carlos
Carlos
Condit.
God, bro.
Dude, you come on. He beat Carlos Condit, Robbie Lawler, Paul Daly.
He beat Rehab.
Dude,
He beat Rehab.
He did
He beat Rehab.
Beat Rehab.
No, dude, you see what this man's doing? No, I can't allow this. This
BJ
man just said
Penn,
Robbie Lawler.
BJ Penn.
Wasn't BJ Penn on like a crazy losing streak at that time?
We're not doing that.
I think it started with Nick Diaz, and then he
All
started
right,
like
bro,
losing.
Okay, but I'd
No, what
throw
did we think
Marauder.
of Carlos Prates'
Well,
performance?
no. But
Okay.
I had original point that I was trying to say about JDM, but then we're talking about Nick Diaz here, bro.
So
but
you were saying that JDM beat Belal, that was a great win, and
what I'm saying is, though, is if we're gonna go down this rabbit hole, if JDM beating Belal isn't impressive, then Belal beating Leon isn't impressive, and then Leon beating
Not really.
Kamaru's
It's really
impressive.
not.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is, though.
No. Leon beating Kamaru is impressive, but I mean, low key, it could be contested forever whether or not that was just like the craziest fluke KO in the history.
But he
of the
beat him
sport,
again, though. But he beat
But
him
he beat
twice.
him again in the
and
next
then he beat him
one.
again, and then he beat him
So
again.
then,
though, is
but
the
and
thing.
here's the thing: Belal beating Leon, you can't really reduce that because Belal and them already fought before. I understand it's a no contest, but Leon was whooping him, so it's not even like it was a stylistically like advantageous matchup. He beats Leon. He beat the guy who had the belt, so he beat
I
the
think
guy.
sometimes I think with the welterweight division though at the moment that it's just literally a case of all these. I love the welterweight division because, like Beewolf was kind of saying, even Islam. I would argue I'm not sure if he could hold the belt for that long because I think Morales would beat him. I don't know if that's a hot take. Does anybody agree with that?
It's
I don't
possible.
agree.
It's possible. It's
Any
possible.
of those 3 guys we've been talking about, Morales, Prates, and Gary, I think have a good run at beating Islam Makhachev.
yeah.
And I'm pissed off at the Islam fans who've been interacting with my content in the comment section because they're like, they'll watch a fight like Prates versus JDM and they'll be like, but Islam is just gonna take him down and sub him.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean Prates could land a blessed left hand and chin him?
Yeah.
Not him. Not Islam.
It's like the Islam's the perfect fucking spec.
Dude, that shit really
we all know this.
like we're not like we haven't watched crazier things happen in the sport than like a guy get knocked out.
I just want to go back to when who said that welterweight's like the easiest division to become a champion right now.
I did.
I think 205 exists. And I think it's the worst division
To be
going.
honest with
It's
you,
got,
bro,
bro,
I
it's
don't-
got
I
like
think
it's got
Cor-
like 3 contenders, and outside of that, it's so dog shit. That like,
did you see it? Did you
It's
see?
It's
like,
been a
bro,
bad-
get no crowd reaction.
did you see the stat from 2011 to start of 2020? It had 2 champions in DC and John Jones. From 2020
Yeah, I did
since
see that.
thingy, it's had like 7 different champions, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like
now.
bantamweight is low key like that might be Coke butter cheese. for, like, a good prospect to come and take the
Jan's
belt off of
got
fucking-
that shit, bro. don't
Are you
worry.
sure? Are you certain?
Yeah, no. I've been on. But me and Jan been tapped in on the phone like that. He's got
all
locked
I'm
in.
gonna say though is this: if we're gonna spend the next few minutes big up in Prates for the win, we can't then say JDM ain't that good because then if JDM ain't that good, then what Prates did means nothing because then he's supposed to go do that. That's
Yeah,
what-
exactly.
Oh.
Prates
But
is just
by-
weeding out all these BSX champions that like honestly that were just
So
predating
by
him.
not that
is-
good. But by not that good, do we mean right? So
Leon is a
Is
waste
it-
youth, an absolute
is
pussy
there-
clat bomba rasta.
Whoa! Whoa,
Nah, I said what I said, bro. Like a blood clot. Like no, actually.
No.
no, bro. But by not
Oh,
that good,
Leon-
do we
Leon-
mean he wasn't that good? As in, he wasn't as good as people were hyping him up against Islam, and now he's like kind of being exposed for just.
They
being...
took his custom shorts away, bro. Like they're like, give me those back.
Wait,
Take his
did.
custom shorts
They
away,
did.
bro.
We did.
Wait, he had custom shorts. I didn't even remember he had.
did.
them.
I
he
think
did,
I
bro.
think it was,
Three,
yeah.
last
It's because he had the gold lettering on it, so it was like, oh, he's a champion. So he's got to go back to normal because he can't have gold lettering because that's champion stuff.
They
When
could
did
have
JDM
just changed that though. They
Yeah,
literally
I know,
just snatched
but
his
yeah.
customs from
I
it.
think the problem is with the latest welterweight champions though is because like, so when Bilal beat Leon, I mean, this is what I remember. Everyone's going, no one beats Bilal. No one beats Bilal. Not everyone, but a lot of people.
Were people actually, no, I don't really, because I feel like
Bro,
Shavkat,
I feel like after the Leon fight, everyone was saying, "Oh, Bilal's wrestling's too much." Not everyone, but you know, I'm generalizing when I say everyone. But it was a pretty much mainstream narrative. And then JDM beats Bilal, and it's like, man, when Islam's stepping up to fight JDM, everyone's like, he's too big, he's boxing. Dustin Poirier was tagging up Islam. He's going to beat up Islam. And then he gets dominated, but then, I don't know. I feel like some people just overhype them. So then
JDM won one more round below. It was 3-2. Like, it was a close ass fight.
Nah,
I don't know why nobody
4-4-1.
3-2.
I think I had it 4-1.
3-2.
I mean,
but then Bilal Leon was a lot closer than people made out at the time.
That's true.
3-2 as well.
My whole thing is, I think welterweight is just ultra competitive. Like, I think it's like we're making grand statements about JDM's not that good or Bilal isn't that good, but it just could literally be like 1 through 7 all have styles that can like counter each other. Because for what it's worth, Morales might get that same treatment because Morales, outside of beating Sean Brady, hasn't really done anything really. Like, who has he beat outside of Sean Brady? And then what if Sean Brady
Max
loses to Joaquin?
Griffin.
Dude, you know,
Adam
people
Fugit.
forget, man. Max Griffin, dude, he's a crafty. He's so crafty. But yeah, like, Morales hasn't really done anything in the grand scheme of things outside of beating Sean Brady, and people are already starting to be like a little bit cool off of him. My whole point is, it just reminds me of the 205 division before John Jones, where you had Rashad, Rampage, Forrest, Shogun. Like, they're all like trading the belt, and obviously Islam might hold that belt a little bit different compared to like the others, but I just think welterweight's ultra competitive, and it really does come down to timing, to be real.
Hang on, a question, man, considering the whole topic. How long do we all think Islam Makhachev holds the title for? How many title defenses would we say?
Dude, I think he loses to
0,
Gary,
1, 2,
bro.
3.
I think he probably loses to Gary, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh, really? Well, how do you think Gary wins that?
I just feel like at range. Hold on, wait. Is Gary is an orthodox fighter, right? I mean, he switches stances.
He can do both, really, but yeah.
So I mean, I feel
orthodox.
Like the outside low kick and like the southpaw versus southpaw matchup for Islam Makhachev is like one of his best weapons. He's a good kickboxer. Islam is like really underrated with that. Yeah. But I feel like with the inside low kick and the way that Gary moves, the takedown is going to be hard for Islam to get. He's not just going to be able to walk Ian Gary into the cage and then just shoot and then take him down from there. The strength is going to be like, how he deals with Ian Gary is going to be a show of like how absolute the grappling of Islam is in terms of like how strong he is in different positions to be able to take down any size of welterweight. But I feel like they're like with Bilal Muhammad, we saw after we touted him as being like this great grappler, there's guys in the division that he just can't take down.
Yeah.
JDM is one of them.
Islam is levels above Bilal.
Gary is a guy who Bilal Muhammad can't take down.
Yeah, I agree.
BenJ, what makes you think that Islam's wrestling is levels above Bilal?
Well, when I predicted JDM to lose to Islam and quite dominantly, for the reason that Islam would not ragdoll him, but kind of just hold him down for a good amount of time, maybe even finish him in the late rounds. Some people were saying to me Bilal's open mat wrestling is better, and this was Jet Chaos in my comment section. He was saying that Bilal Muhammad's open mat wrestling is better than Islam Makhachev's. But in my opinion, it's the fact that Islam Makhachev's top control, his finishing ability, when people actually take risks off the back against Islam too, he's more likely to finish you then. I think if Islam takes down Ian Gary showed it against Shavkat. He's not just going to coast. He's going to want to get the round back. He's going to want to build to his base, go up against the fence. Islam might take his back. Islam's got a great back take. And also, Ian Gary showed against Shavkat. Shavkat couldn't really find the range of Ian Gary that well, like Beewolf was saying, because Ian Gary's lateral movement is really good, and he's really good at range. But then on the flip side of that, Ian Gary became a lot more hesitant because really he can't commit with anything, bar kicks and a couple of 1-2s, without Islam trying to get a hold of him. So the second Ian Gary actually commits with something, Islam's going to be on him. And even if Ian Gary stuffs a takedown, Islam's chain wrestling's levels above Ian, right? I just think his grappling is too good for him. And also, just to finish up though, I don't think Ian Gary has enough of an X factor to beat Islam. I think he could have a competitive fight with him, But to beat Islam, you've got to have like serious knockout threat. You've got to be somebody that intimidates him, or you have like a physical advantage over him, like Michael Morales' size, or something like that. You know, Ian Gary doesn't have that.
So the reason I asked you the Bilal thing is I'm very confident that the Bilal that fought Wonderboy would beat Islam at 70. He's better chain wrestler. He's a better wrestler than him. He's way stronger
Bro,
than him.
what
He's
are we
gonna gas
talking
him out.
about, bro? Dude,
he's-
Wait, Wonderboy.
Bro, we just saying anything now, bro. Oh my gosh.
Nah,
What are we-
when I'm watching, yo, nigga, do you know that Thiago Moises powerbombed him? Like, did you guys forget that?
Shut up. We're talking. Yo, what are we saying? Do you know
Did
what
you
year
see-
was that fight? Go ahead, tell me what year was that fight?
He got
what year?
Nigga,
what year?
he got-
What year did he fight? What year did he fight Thiago Moises?
Yo, that was some Ryback shit, nigga.
What
Like-
year? What year? What year did Thiago Moises fight Islam Makhachev?
Jay, can I keep going with my point, please?
I'm just asking you a question. I'm asking you a simple
don't
question.
know.
Must have been like
That fight-
2021 or some shit.
It would have been like somewhere from 2019 to 2020. I think it's 2021.
2018? 2021.
No, not
Okay,
2018.
well,
Not that early. No. So we're talking about a fight that happened at best like 5 years ago.
what my point with that was just, I mean, before Islam fought JDM, my take was always that Bilal would drown Islam, just gas
And you're
him out.
wrong.
And
Your take is terrible. It's wrong, bro.
why would he not drown him though?
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
He's
I don't know
way
why- Do I have to
stronger,
explain?
bigger. He's gonna put a pace on him. That pace that he put on Leon, he's gonna replicate that on Islam. Islam is not this. Okay, Alfredo asked who would beat Islam. Morales round 1 KO, Prates round 4 TKO, Kamaru Usman 48, 47.
What are we? Yo, somebody
And if Nick-
Usman
yo,
will still give his
Wait, let him
somebody-
cook. Let him cook. Let him cook.
Somebody
let him cook.
investigate this dude, bro.
Let him cook. I actually want.
Taporia round 2 KO. So I've named 4 niggas that would stop him now.
Are you? What are
Dab
you? A
me up.
Twitter meme account talking
Dab me
about
up.
some like Taporia round 2 KO?
No,
Morales
Tapoya
round
sleeps
1
that. Tapoya.
Taporia finishing that
Tapoya
job,
busts his ass.
nigga.
Not at 170. Not at 170.
Hell yeah,
155.
170.
155. No,
Bro, it don't
155.
matter. The skill differences, guys. Ilya Taporia is a better. He's a better grappler, jiu-jitsu guy than Islam. He is. He's a better grappler than Islam. Yes, he is.
No,
But
he's not.
off
You
his
don't
back,
know.
he's not
Well,
doing anything to his
pure
No, he's not.
Jay, pure BJJ, who's a better
Yeah,
grappler?
probably is.
No,
Probably
Islam. No. Islam
Well,
is,
then-
dude. It's,
how do you-
dude,
how do you
Islam
know?
is,
I
bro.
feel like the layer of Islam and Habib's grappling was the judo, and that's like the thing that makes him different from other wrestlers.
Dude, no.
Other than that,
no,
it's like-
no.
But also,
If you
I
want to talk
think
about
they say-
X factors, I feel like judo is a part of their grappling
Bro,
bag. Is what sets them apart from
I
other
think,
guys.
bro,
who do the
I
same
think
thing.
I have to be experiencing psychosis. What are we talking about? Ilya's better jujitsu than Islam? No, it's
Pure
not.
BJJ. No,
He-
pure BJJ.
No, it's not. It's not better. No, it's
But it
not.
wouldn't matter anyway because Islam doesn't engage guys like that in those kind of positions. I
Dude,
feel like most of the time. Anyway.
Islam has his own variation of a Darce choke. What are we talking about, bro?
What does that- yeah, but
Jay,
why- what does that
everybody
mean, though?
Islam subbed. Ilya's also subbing. There's the difference between them. Everything Ilya's knocked out, Islam can't get that done.
No, that's not. This is just not true. That's just not true, bro.
It's true.
It's not. No, it's
I
not.
haven't seen enough of Ilya Tapori's jiu-jitsu in MMA in order to make such a
Dude,
fucking claim.
Ilya
He doesn't need to show it.
Ilya Tapori took crucifix for 5 seconds against Charles, and we're out here now saying this dude's got
Well,
better.
Armin
to
didn't
be
do
fair,
that.
though. Islam's got the full package of grappling though over Ilya, in my opinion.
Hey,
Yeah,
Beewolf,
it's like-
repeat
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Repeat that, Beewolf.
Armin didn't do that.
Armin didn't
Bro,
do
what
that,
Arman did
right?
was more impressive, though. Dude, the fact that Arman went out there and shut down his guard is more impressive than getting a position for 5 seconds and then you get in a leg lock dilemma and then you just bail out. That's more impressive for Arman to go out there, especially this is Arman before he actually went to jiu-jitsu class. This is Arman just showing up to wrestling class, no jiu-jitsu. Like, that is more impressive. I'm going to say
Charles
that.
pants that dude on the biggest card in UFC history. Had him show him
Bro,
straight tookus to the audience.
But look though, that's solid defense though. You got to let your shorts go sometime. Like
No, that's
solid
low key.
defense.
That's facts. So I won't lie.
But no, like,
Speaking of Arman, nobody should mention his name anymore. He's not a UFC fighter. The shit he's doing, guys, let's think about it. He's doing all these grappling matches. Nigga, Hunter offered you Gamrot. Go grapple under the UFC fucking logo. Like, the narrative was okay. Ilya Arman. I don't want to see that fight anymore because I don't trust that Arman's a MMA fighter anymore. He's inactive. He's gonna come back and they're gonna say, "Oh, he's been inactive." Bro, stop grappling, nigga. Why are you wrestling Tony Ferguson? Like, are you guys taking him serious still after he's
Hell
wrestling
yeah,
Tony Ferguson?
Hell no.
I am.
No,
Streams
it's
with
getting a bit-
neon and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
nah, bro. Like, you're a.
Yeah.
That Giorgio, after that Giorgio fucking poo fucking whatever his name is, it should have all been. That should be it, really.
I
you know
would
what I
like
mean?
to see him fight in the UFC.
Yeah, I want to
fight.
see it.
But
I want to
but
see
are
the
they-
UFC fighter fight in the UFC. Believe it or
But
not.
are they actually offering him fights still? Like, is he being offered to fight?
Gamrot.
He wants to fight for the
offered
title.
Gamrot.
They
And, like,
offered him Gamrot.
When did they offer him Gamrot though? When was that? That was like last
This
year.
was dirt. This was dirt.
That was last
this was-
year. No,
Yo,
you
why
remember
this
this
nigga-
year.
Why is he grappling? Why is but Jay, if he would have took that fight because he wants to be such a grappler and a wrestler,
But
don't
he
you think
was
he would
offered.
have been fighting?
He was offered Gamrot before he fought Dan Hooker. That was like last year.
Yeah, but even
No,
then he
man, I
should
know
have
that.
accepted it.
He should have accepted
No,
it.
no,
He
I,
wants to be a
I think
grappler.
I think he should have fought Gamrot.
And
I
like, why is
think
he,
that was-
why right now? Why is he right now talking about featherweight instead of trying to get a rematch with Charles? In my opinion,
No, that
Because
literally
if-
blows me, dude.
if-
That blows
yeah,
me.
he's
Why is he
talking-
trying to go to 45?
Ain't he?
No,
Why is
I-
he trying to go to
no, I
45? He's just-
understand.
I like Armin as well, but I'm just like so baffled. Like he's because he's.
But
doing
if
decent
we're
with
if we're, if
social
we're being
stuff,
if we're being but if we're being
Dab.
real though, like let's look at the writing on the
Bless
wall
you.
though. The reason I could understand why he would say go down to 145, even though I think it's ridiculous, is like Ilya might literally hold the division after the Gaethje fight. Like he might try to go fight Islam, and then
He's
all
at
of a
least
sudden-
scheduled. He's at least scheduled, dude. Like that's more than we
I
can say
mean,
about Islam. Islam
Islam's
ass like
fighting
locked
in
in the
August
whole
though.
division.
Is Islam not fighting in August against?
We don't know that
Ian,
for
though?
sure. I mean, it's hearsay, bro. It's literally just
Yo,
conjecture.
his hands go break again, Mr. Broken Hand. He might shoot.
Mr. Fragile, Mr. Fragile.
Oh my
Is
god,
is it going to be Ian Gary versus Islam next?
I
Is that
hope
what we're
so,
going-
yeah.
dude. Just
I'm-
do
I'm
fucking
pretty- I'm pretty-
anything, bro. Please, please.
I'm pretty sure it's in August. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think it's in August.
That's
It
what
should be
Prates
tomorrow.
said.
It should be tomorrow. He took no
That's what I'm
damage.
saying, bro. It's been 6
Ian Gary's
months.
been
It's been
calling-
6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Ian
I'm,
Gary's
glad
been calling
that
this
we've-
nigga
I'm just
names.
glad that we've all agreed that Ilya would spark out Armin within 30 seconds, including
No, he
ZombiemanJay.
wouldn't.
Anyways,
Yeah,
rapidly
bro,
moving
yeah.
on.
No, he wouldn't. But-
Right, UFC 328.
Wait. I thought
Jay.
we gotta talk about Prates. We gonna talk about Prates though, at least. Like we gonna talk about
Talk
Prates.
more.
Bro, we need to actually talk about Prates.
Have we not already spoke about Prates?
Not really.
No,
we
let's
keep
talk
going
All right,
about
I mean, dude,
on
my ultimate opinion on Prates is like he has just about as good of a run as any of those other two people at. I feel like Gary is probably the best contender, bro. If he beat Prates, I think that he could therefore then afterwards beat Morales.
he's the
I feel like
most
Prates
well-rounded.
probably beats Morales, but he doesn't beat Gary because that's the way I think that it goes. Morales, Prates, Gary. And Gary has the best chance of beating Islam because of the fact that skill for skill and in terms of ability, mixing with physicality, he has the best run at beating Islam. And he likely does take the belt in Islam's first title defense. That's what I'm going with. That's my thought pattern.
I like that.
No, you got it, better.
No, you're good. No, you're good. You're good.
No, you got it. I don't know.
All right. I was going to say, I just think Morales takes the belt off Islam. If it was going to be anybody, I think Ian Gary has a good fight with Islam where he takes 1 or 2 rounds off him, but Islam edges it. He edges Gary. All right, guys. He edges him.
He edges
and then,
him.
and then I think Prates would lose to Islam quite comfortably, but then the like Beewolf for saying, Islam fans, shut the fuck up, okay? If I say that Prates just has to have one slight moment against Islam to knock him out, that's not an unreasonable take. I'm not saying Prates definitely wins. I'm just saying he could if he found the shot. How can you deny that? I hate you all. Anyway, let's move on to UFC 328 or whatever.
Wait, hey, bro.
Whoa.
All right, let's talk about Prates. Sorry, bro. I'm just
Bro, I'm gonna say this. I think Prates would absolutely smoke Morales. I think that fight would not
think
be
so,
that
too.
competitive.
I think he would fuck him up bad.
Morales. I think Morales is too wild. Now Morales could lean into his judo background, like he actually has grappling chops, but he's too wild. He's too like he uses his physical dominance in the striking, but I think his striking is so like still lacks a lot of like actual fundamentals that Prates would spark him in like the first or the second. Ian in a rematch, undecided on that one because Ian really could do the same thing and add on some more, but I do trust that Prates would probably find the shot at some point earlier. Against Islam, I'm undecided on how he would do against Islam as of now, but I would give him a 40% chance to beat Islam right now. I'd say
That's
that fight
fair.
60-40. I'd say
Fair.
60-40. Now, depending on what Islam does with Ian will then dictate maybe how I feel about that fight. But I literally would I could wake up tomorrow and think Prates beats Islam. I won't say that yet because I literally can't pick one way or the other. But genuinely, Prates is too dangerous to ever say he's cooked against anyone. And that was my worst take when I said he was cooked against Leon. That was my worst take by far. And I can't.
I
believe
picked
said
Jeff
that.
Neal, bro. I picked Jeff Neal at one point. I'll come and dox myself. I was like, see, I knew it was them damn cigarettes. He's never winning another fight in the UFC. Watch this, you guys. Watch this.
Hey, you know what? Fair play, bro. What about you, Fredo?
Honestly, I don't know what else to really say. Prates, I feel like we're 35 minutes deep. I feel like we've all fucking said quite a bit.
I got one more thing. I got to debunk Jay's point. He said that Prates.
I just think. Go on.
Do not mention Nick Diaz. Just Prates.
No, so he said. So okay, about the Ian Gary rematch. Somebody mentioned me because they told me yesterday like Ian Gary, he probably beats Ian Gary in a rematch. I was like, are you serious? He shut that nigga down for 24 minutes, 23 minutes. But then he mentioned me, he's like, well, Alex Pereira also got shut down by Ankalaev, but then, he took a different approach to the second fight and just realized, like, if I just go at him, like, there's no threat for me. Do you think that Prates could do that to Ian Gary? I don't think so, but...
No, because I actually think... So the narrative about Gary and Prates was false after the fight, and it's something I didn't agree with at the time. A lot of people were saying, oh, Gary just kind of ran away from Prates and point fighted him. Bro, Gary hurt Prates. He rocked him, actually. I can't remember what it was. At some moment in the fight, he rocked him. Gary did to Prates what you need to do to him to stop him from building momentum, which is you have to hurt him. You have to, when you land on him, it has to hurt. And then when Prates tries to do the reset and he's smiling and he's doing the Anderson Silva at you, hit him. Like, don't let him reset. Don't let him get comfortable. Ian Gary's a really intelligent fighter, but I do get what you mean. Like, if Prates was to just go in there and disrespect Gary a little bit more, he could win. You know what I mean? But I don't see it.
And with Morales, don't use this JDM fight to talk about Morales. Don't use the Leon fight. You can't use any fight to say he would beat Morales because Morales is a different type of nigga.
No, Morales is way too hittable. Morales is way too hittable.
No, we're not. No, we're not doing it, bro. Morales is probably gonna stop him. Like, I don't know. I've never seen Morales quit. We've seen Prates quit. Morales is a big nigga.
We've seen Morales go out cold though.
Stop it, dude. He was 15. Like, he was like 10, nigga. Like, Morales. Okay, let me tell you.
I'm just saying.
I forgot that happened, dude. I forgot I saw that.
It was
He
an
went out cold,
exhibition.
bro.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, Morales is a big, brawling Ecuadorian.
Afro-Ecuadorian.
He's the biggest nigga ever. He's gonna stand. JDM's a little Australian pussy. Like, if I'm gonna be honest, guys, I'll be honest. He quit. Michael Morales is a masculine monster with big testosterone.
Masculine.
Yes. He's not dude. He's making TikToks not for you, Alfredo. He's making TikToks for a woman in Ecuador, not you fuck ass MMA fans. So when you look at his TikToks, he's so sus. Oh my gosh, Michael Morales is so sus. You niggas are niggas are sus. Why are y'all niggas? Okay, that's a whole nother conversation. Let me tell you something. That's a whole nother conversation.
What the fuck? What women is he aiming for by twerking in a dress on camera?
Hispanic women love that shit. They be sucking all on that nigga.
You know what?
He overcooked. He overcooked. He was cooking and then he burned it.
But to be fair, he's not wrong though. Like I agree with his point on that. On that point, I think he's right though. I think that's valid. I don't know about the last part. No, he's not wrong though. Is he really wrong about that last part? He's probably not wrong.
Dude, this was supposed to be a Prates recap. What the
No,
fuck did this
no,
turn
he's
into?
not right. It is feminine. I'm not saying feminine.
No,
being
no, it's
feminine's
not.
wrong.
No.
How is he not?
Listen.
That is literally feminine because that's a female thing to do.
It's thirst trapping. He's thirst trapping for women. Like,
okay,
trapping.
yeah, you can
Alfredo,
thirst trap. That's also
twerking
that's
is
a
a cultural-
feminine way of doing it.
no.
Twerking is a
Listen, man, you
cultural
gotta,
dance.
I'm not. No, I'm not getting gaslit into thinking this is a masculine thing. It's not a masculine thing.
You gotta go down to the Caribbean or Latin America. Listen, a lot of men got a waistline, bro. Like that's not feminine. It's cultural difference. All right.
No, I'm not getting gaslit into it.
Alfredo, twerking is a cultural dance. This has got westernized and now MMA fans see him do this like shit on TikTok.
But was he really twerking? No, he wasn't really twerking.
No,
he was more like
twerking. He was dry humping.
I'm not more so on about the twerking. I'm more so on about the dress, wearing a dress and whatnot.
No, that's a tradition in Ecuador. That's a tradition in Ecuador.
You know what's crazy?
the
I had an
tradition in Ecuador
Ecuadorian
to get women
coworker.
is to slut drop in a black dress.
I guess it's like a New Year's thing, but I asked like this old coworker that I had in my old job about it, and she was like, "No, I never heard of that before." I'm not saying that it doesn't exist, but it's like,
I'm not getting gaslit into
that's
this
completely
shit.
optional. That's
I'm not getting
completely
gaslit.
optional. It's not like somebody like forces him to do
I'm
that.
not having people guess whether it's an actual thing or not, and then try and convince
go
me.
in his comment section. It's
Let's
like
do
Bobby,
it.
you know, like
No. Let's see. Let's see if there's any boys in there. Let's see if there's any boys in there.
Beewolf, there's TikToks of him like in the bathroom with his robe on,
With
and,
this thing.
Yeah. So MMA fans are all porn brain fuck niggas. So they look at that shit and they think like,
he's in there.
This is all because of the muscle butts. I talked about this. This has everything to do with the muscle butts. The brolic women, it's like spilling over. They want male muscle butts now.
Did you
even
put
if Morales,
Wait,
even
real
if he
quick.
was gay, he's still elite. You know.
No, listen.
Yeah.
He appeals to the woman gaze. But even if he was bisexual, gay don't matter. I love everybody.
Bro, fuck all these red pill niggas.
Dude.
I'm beating up all these red pill niggas. I'm choking them out. Like that's the thing. Let me tell you something. Because look, all these red pill niggas are like, oh, that's not masculine. You know, Andrew Tate would have never do that. But
Andrew Tate got beat up by
But Andrew Tate would hit women.
That's true.
You know. There we go.
And it's just like,
I win,
dude. Michael
Hang on,
Morales
didn't Andrew
is...
Tate get walloped by someone who does like gay stripping?
Yep. Chased him once.
Wait. I don't. Wait. Hope he don't get sued. Does he actually do that, or is that like?
No, because I swear he got called out at one of the Misfits thingy by one of the fighters. He was like, "Isn't this you?" And it was like him doing all this fucking fireman shit.
Allegedly,
because I might have a skewed memory of this.
Any blame and any lawful sues, please sue Marauder and not the podcast. We do not.
Why
take.
Marauder? He didn't make the claim.
No.
All right,
Sue
hold on.
Marauder, it's okay. Marauder's...
So going back to this whole like even if he's gay, he's still elite, bro.
It would make it better.
Am I messed up for the fact that like no, I don't really even care, bro. This is just my take, bro. I don't care what these fighters get up to outside of the cage, like at all. Like my thing is this, bro. Like you beat girls, bro. Like you be going to jail and shit. Like I probably wouldn't be kicking it with you if that's what you're into. But like if I think you beat your opponent in the cage, I'm gonna still pick you. And like legacies are legacies, completely removed with how you spend your free time. So like I don't use that as like a personal indictment to like say. Yo, you are not skilled because like you do this, which is objectively reprimandable.
Just because
you fight in a cage, I don't depend on you to be a good person.
And if anything, if Morales did come out, his chances against Islam would greatly improve because I know Islam would not shoot a single takedown on Morales if that was the case. He would not.
It's the thing that like dude, when you fight and you know you're a bad motherfucker, you can be as feminine as you can literally do anything you want. Like you can just do anything
like a
you
good
want.
example of that.
Yeah, I mean, no, Peyton.
Do you not remember when Adesanya was painted his nails and like everyone was giving him shit? He was like, I just don't care.
That's painting your nails was just something everybody was doing during quarantine. I didn't do it, but
listen, Chuck Liddell painted his toenails, bro. People forget, man. Chuck Liddell was painting.
That's true, actually. That's true.
But look, like Peyton Talbot, pole dancer. You know, he did. Well, at least he danced on poles. Like his videos of that, got the painted nails and all that. But if anything, though, I'm gonna be real. Peyton Topic gets more women pound for pound than any of these MMA chuds. All right, so let's be real. Like, I hate to use the term chud. But okay, yo. By the way, UFC 328. Yeah. Anyways,
Bro, we better get on 328. Right, okay, guys. I want to ask you all before we break it down. I want to just jump in the main event. Who the fuck is gonna win, one by one? Before we break it down, Marauder, who's gonna win, Khamzat or Sean Strickland?
he gonna say this big country junk, bro. He's gonna say it.
Who's gonna win?
Big country, baby. Big country.
Beewolf, who's gonna win?
Okay, dude, like I fucking hate like going like, yo, like just based on vibes, bro. Like I know it's just a possible outcome, but based on vibes. I did this for like Pereira Ankalaev too, bro, and it just ended up paying off. I want Sean Strickland to win so badly, dude. Like an unquantifiable like amount of hope I'm placing in Sean Strickland. But the more sensible outcome is that Khamzat Chimaev dominates that guy. At the very least, if he doesn't get a finish, like it's just a run back of DDP. But it would just be like a little bit more complicated for him because I do believe in Sean Strickland's counter grappling more. But again, it's like the whole thing with like Islam and Gary. His wrestling might just be absolute. There might not be a single soul that weighs in at 185 pounds that he can't freely take down for 25 minutes.
Jay?
Man, them white pride niggas get sweaty quick. You know, Khamzat's not able to hold on to him. I don't think so, bro. I don't know.
Bro, Jay, who are you picking?
Listen, I don't make a lot of guarantees. I guarantee I 1000% can validate the fact Khamzat ain't losing to Sean Strickland. It will never happen. They could run back this fight a million times. There's no universe, timeline, or any universe in which Sean Strickland ever beats Khamzat. Khamzat dominates him by whatever he wants. You can do whatever you want to him.
Alfie?
I think Khamzat wins it. I just think even if Strickland's able to prevent some takedowns here and there for 25 minutes, I don't think so, man. I don't think you're going to get respect of Khamzat Chimaev with some fucking nice little jab.
Who's a better striker, though?
Strickland's the better striker. Yeah, Strickland's the better striker.
I'm not even asking that as a rhetorical
doubt.
question.
No.
Have you seen the
Yeah.
clips of him in like the Jackson gym, though? He actually looks pretty good, Khamzat Chimaev, with the hands.
I hear that, but I feel like seeing it in sparring and stuff like that's completely different to what you see in the octagon.
Absolutely.
And we haven't seen enough. Like the only good striking we've seen from Khamzat in the octagon's like dropping Gilbert Burns with a jab. Knocking out GM3. And
yeah,
that's
GM3,
like the
bro.
extent of it. That's like the extent of it. So like,
Who does that to GM3 though? Like who does that to GM3?
that's true. But no, I got Khamzat. I think Khamzat by submission in like the third round, maybe a decision. But yeah, I think it would be funny if Strickland won and got like a big underdog win against Adesanya and a big underdog win against Khamzat Chimaev, because then people would actually start having conversations whether Strickland's one of the greatest middleweights of all time. You might not like that conversation, but you would hear that conversation.
Probably.
Yeah, he would
Probably.
be, yeah.
He already is. We don't need the
already is
conversation.
Imavov, Adesanya, Khamzat.
And you know what's totally cool though? Since it's happening in what is it, like 6 days from now, we could be looking at Sean Strickland defending the belt in like 3 to 4 months.
Yeah.
How cool would that be? Another title defense at 185 pounds. The division just moves right along because fucking Khamzat Chimaev isn't being weird.
Khamzat Chimaev's exact quote was, when asked about his activity, was, "I don't give a shit." So, I mean, look, if people want Khamzat as champion, that's cool. I would want Khamzat as champion if it, bro. I'm only asking for twice a year. Not for, you don't have to do 3 times. Do twice at least, brother. But anyway, it's up to him. In this fight, to be honest with you, logically speaking, Strickland does lose this fight. And actually, logically speaking, in my opinion, Strickland might lose quicker than Robert Whittaker. That might be an insane take. But hear me out for a second. I'm going to use the same logic I used for Fluffy, but this time Khamzat is actually good. Fluffy wasn't. Okay. Sean Strickland stands far too tall, far too narrow to stop that initial takedown. That's it. That's the end of the fight. Far too tall, far too narrow. He has no X factor in his hands. He has no pop. He is good at getting up off his back. The problem with that is Sean Strickland, you showed it against Drickus. When Drickus took Sean Strickland down, he was able to crawl up to the fence. He was able to use the fence to get back up. But against Khamzat, you can't do that. You can't. It's not going to happen. You need to be great from guard. Like Gilbert Burns, you could put him off if you're really good from guard. He was able to stall Khamzat out, and Khamzat was like, oh, I don't know if I like this. Let's get back up on the feet and fight. That isn't going to happen in this fight. Logically speaking, Khamzat is going to take Sean Strickland down immediately, get on top of him immediately, and fuck him up. And bro,
I don't know
we know this. If Sean Strickland doesn't have a good start to a fight, that's it.
Nah, bro, we're not doing that shit. Strickland's already fought 2 scarier niggas than Khamzat. I don't like this fact that were going into this fight like, oh, Strickland, Khamzat's so scary. Strickland fought. He stood across Alex Pereira. He stood across Usman. He stood across both of them though. Like that just standing across scary niggas already.
But it's not
removes.
It's not about fear factor though. It's about just who's better, and Khamzat's better than him.
At what?
He's just better. He's just more dominant. He's physically imposing. Bro, the Sean Strickland striking style is great when he can actually impose it, but when is he going to get to impose it?
You know how boxers like have tune-up fights before their big fights? Like, you know how Anthony Joshua's about to fight soon and he gets a tune-up for the same style? Dude, Strickland just got a tune-up for Khamzat, and he looked great. He got a stoppage. He literally just had a tune-up for him.
Bro,
you think that he's going to go in there and just get ragdolled?
Fluffy transitionally, wrestling style-wise, has no similarities to Khamzat. Like, you literally can't do anything with that fight as a judgment as to how Strickland would fight Khamzat. It really isn't. If anything, a closer comparison would have been a boost, if anything, not even Fluffy. If I'm going to be real, in terms of what we've actually seen out of like Sean Strickland's counter grappling, it showed up more there. Against Fluffy, Fluffy pretty much got shut down the moment the fight started. But here's my thing about like Strickland's counter grappling. I feel like a lot of it is based off, you hear his teammates and people say, dude, Sean Strickland's like this underrated grappler, man. In training, dude, he be going out there doing X, Y, and Z. In actual fights, from what we've seen, primarily DDP1, Abus, and that's like as recent as we can get. Anything further would be a little bit too far removed. I think Sean Strickland does have good grappling, generally speaking. Like, his get-ups are fine. His counter wrestling can be good, but his actual like ability when, like, let's say if the fight, like, Khamzat shoots the double leg, gets the body lock or whatever, and actually takes him for a ride, like, what happens after? I'm gonna be honest, Sean Strickland doesn't have much evidence to show that he would survive there. Because what fight has he really shown where someone took him to somewhere similar and he's like, fine? Because am I missing something?
He survived in the gym.
But that's my thing. Like, we're talking about the gym. Like, I feel like a lot of this reputation Sean Strickland has with his grappling is like hearsay, but I haven't really seen it, to be honest.
Yeah,
and
kind of gives me a flashbacks of like how, again, earlier, like we haven't seen too much of it in the octagon, and everyone's just like, oh, but he's some crazy grappler. It's like, yeah, okay, cool. He could be a crazy grappler for all we know, but we haven't really seen it in the UFC. So why should I then say Sean? So then we go back to Sean Strickland. Okay, he's meant to be this good grappler and all this, but I haven't seen enough of it in order to say that he's going to be good enough.
I feel like all the clips
Khamzat.
detailing what you're talking about, like him getting taken down in open like space without there being a wall for him to build his base back up on, those are clips like he's wearing the singlet at Extreme Couture, like Marauder was talking about. And I have seen him like heist back to his feet against like some brolic Russian looking dudes in those clips.
yeah, I guess
So it's like, I mean, maybe, dude. I don't know.
but it's like so different. I feel like, because here's the thing with
totally,
Khamzat.
absolutely, it's different.
My issue with Khamzat, if someone's ever gonna beat Khamzat, the two things I feel like have to be true. First thing, you can't actually stop his takedowns unless you are literally gonna hop over him, because the way that Khamzat shoots is so low and it's so quick. You can even know it's coming. Like, you can't really do anything about it unless you are willing to accept that it's coming and you're ready to transition. This is my second point. The person who beats Khamzat is not going to be the person who gets taken down, stands back up, and then like shuts it down. It's not going to work that way. You got to force him to keep working throughout all phases. Because what I saw in DDP, what was interesting was why one critique of Khamzat's grappling is he is dangerous, but he does kind of have a system that he sticks to and he doesn't go off script. Like against DDP, there were times he should have been able to finish that fight. I feel like the fact that he had him in crucifix, he had him in really bad positions for that entire fight, and he never really like push forward. I don't know if it's a pacing thing or if it was just like he wasn't confident in it. But when you go back to the Gilbert fight, particularly when he got put in knee shield like half guard, and then Gilbert was kind of like, and then Khamzat was like, oh, it's like, okay, never mind. I'm just gonna stay here. Even against Usman, to be fair, now if Usman wasn't willing to knock himself out, he was gonna get choked out. So, but props to Usman for being able to risk it for the biscuit there. But Khamzat kind of does have a script where if someone were to able to take him off script, I could see what y'all are saying with Strickland. But Strickland, just to be fair, some of his habits play into Khamzat's style, which is either blast double leg low, run into the fence, or body lock, take the back. Khamzat against Abush, he got his back taken. Now, obviously, Abush not the level of Khamzat, so Strickland can kind of shake him off, get him high. But Khamzat being way bigger and is actually going to keep his hooks in place, I don't know, man.
Who's way bigger?
Between Khamzat and Strickland?
Strickland's bigger than him.
Like they're comparable.
Strickland gets up to 230 outside of camp. He's pretty massive.
Yeah.
I think, Khamzat is like 210, 220 nowadays, maybe 210, 220. I think
They don't call that nigga Big Country for no reason. Like,
you
look at him in a
only you call him that. No one, you say they. You call him.
Look at him. Have you seen him in a singlet at Extreme Couture? That nigga is sweaty.
I've seen him. It's just like, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like this. Now I could listen. If you guys get it right, I'm gonna give credit. But I think a lot of it is assumptions. But in terms of what I'm actually seeing from Strickland, I mean, dude, he was telling DDP in the second fight, "Oh, don't shoot on me. Let's stand and bang." That's already a red flag for me, bro. When you start talking about that, nah, let's stand and trade like man against DDP. Like, let's be real. Come on, have you ever heard Khamzat say something like,
DDP's a better striker than Sean Strickland, though.
Yeah.
And I feel in the stand-up, and I feel like that's where DDP had most of his success.
In the second fight,
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, though, this is what I was about to mention, because I have no doubt Drickus is going to come back and look his usual goofy self, right? And he's going to be like, everyone's going to be like, oh, Drickus is really good. He's not washed. But the way Khamzat, I know we shouldn't use MMA math, but like, I look at Drickus on his fucking run, beats Adesanya, beats Strickland twice. I know the first fight was controversial. He's fucking going like this to the crowd against Khamzat. And, bro, in terms of aura, right, and feelings, oh my God, I have a feeling Drickus might pull this off. I got that feeling with Drickus and Khamzat. I picked Khamzat, but, like, when I see Drickus in front of Khamzat, I'm thinking, God, Drickus has the aura of a dominant champ. Like, maybe Khamzat comes unstuck here. No, because he just isn't on his level. And they say it's going to happen with Sean. It happened with Robert Whittaker too. Robert Whittaker, people think Robert Whittaker's shit at grappling now, when before the fight, everyone was saying, Whittaker has great wrestling. Whittaker can scramble with Khamzat. He can stop. No, he couldn't. He fucking couldn't. And it's going to happen again. And the only reason, in my opinion, people would pick Sean is that feeling. Oh, he did it against Dizzy. I just have a feeling he might pull it off here. No. He won't.
I need to rewatch Burns versus Chimaev, dude, because like, how the hell did Gilbert force like a battle of attrition with Khamzat?
Bro, I just think.
I feel like if Sean can make the fight the exact same thing that Gilbert made it, he will. I think he's gonna piece up Khamzat. But like, how did he do it? How did he do it?
I will say this. It's just because I think Khamzat's grappling is great. For example, like when he's actually like in the open mat or just running someone against the fence, great. When he actually has the body lock, takes the person for a ride, or he takes the back, great. But when he's actually like in the, like, let's say they actually are just grappling now, like one person's on bottom, he's on top. I'm gonna be honest, from what I've actually seen, he has like a script, like, okay, if I can pass the mount, if I can get the side control, great. But if someone actually puts something up and they're not just like butter, he's like he's kind of like a bully fighter.
But
like,
Gilbert, to be fair though, Gilbert, let's not forget, I might be mistaken in saying this, but especially before the fight, Gilbert's actual fear factor behind his defensive jiu-jitsu is really high. And especially back then, a lot of people would mention, even before the fight, bro, Khamzat might struggle if Gilbert gets him in full guard.
No, you're absolutely right. But what I'm saying though is Khamzat didn't respect it at first. Because remember, if you go back and watch the fight, Khamzat immediately was like, I'm going to try to get this guy down.
Yeah, he always does,
But when he recognized the position he was in, he was kind of like, I don't know if I like this.
No, it's because I'm telling you, Khamzat's like, actual, like when he gets, let's say like we're actually like doing jujitsu-ish type of like grappling, he does kind of freeze up and go.
I'm gonna watch
like,
round 1 right now, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Like he kind of is a little bit hesitant, and a part of me thinks he's like a bully fighter. Whereas Khabib, he doesn't care. Khabib will just and go. Islam will actually try to transition. He'll like really try to flow. Khamzat, it's like he likes getting in really good positions, like mount, back, side control. But when he's like in neutral-ish positions, he kind of just like doesn't. He kind of is like.
Yeah, I don't like this.
I don't know. So I don't know. That's how I would.
I agree. But I think the main thing is though, like Gilbert Burns' jiu-jitsu credentials is like he was a jiu-jitsu. Was he not a world champion, or he had something?
Yeah, he's a world champion.
I do think some big context is being left out here. That was a massive jump for Khamzat. Like, what was his previous fight before that against Gilbert Burns? Was it Kevin Holland?
Yeah.
Was it? Or was he the Leech or GM3? One of the two. It was a big, from what regardless, it was a big jumping comp, and not only that, this was 170 where.
But also, Prime Burns was great.
And I mean,
yeah, I think it was a lot to it.
Jiu-jitsu is kind of irrelevant until like you hit the ground. I'm watching like the initial entry of Khamzat Chimaev in this fight against Burns. He just walked Burns into the cage and then tried like an elevated high single leg. And he tried dragging him off of the cage as well. And I mean, with assistance of the fence, like the wall being there at his back, Burns was able to just like not get taken down. I feel like Sean Strickland can do this, dude.
Like I see what you guys are saying. I just don't think Strickland has it in him, but someone could do this. I just don't think Strickland's that guy. I think if there's a person,
I'm not going to believe it. Go on.
When we get a lot of Sean Strickland fights where, bro, even it's different stylistically, but then after this fight, I wouldn't be surprised if people say Sean Strickland just didn't throw enough. Like Sean Strickland just didn't do enough, bro. Sean Strickland doesn't actually do a lot in fights sometimes. He can, when you're getting the better of him and pushing him back, he kind of gets bullied a little bit. We have seen this. Stricker showed he kind of bullied him, kind of beat him up. And then after it, his own coach was coming out saying, we told Sean, you got to go. We told him in round 5, we need a stoppage. And he was too busy jabbing and seeping. Is it Eric Nixick?
Eric Nixick. Yeah.
He said that about Sean publicly, that basically, I only want to train champions, guys who want to be champions. So, bro, we've seen Sean Strickland can kind of be bullied. This can happen. And, bro, Khamzat is the bully.
He's a terrible coach for saying that, first of all, because, like...
Yeah.
Well,
that's a bad thing
anyways,
to do,
Strickland won the first fight with DDP. I don't think that rematch should have ever happened.
I think DDP
Here
won.
we go. Like,
the
fight ended after the first
beat...
fight ended, and I scored it. I was like, oh, Strickland won this fight, 100%. Strickland won.
Doesn't matter because DDP beat the shit out of him in the rematch.
Dude, all right, but one thing I will say that is scary. What if this fight ends up being like Mokaev versus Kopp, where you got all this build up, everybody's talking about,
that's what happened with the DDP fight. That's what
I'm saying. Like you get all the commission people in the ring, and they're like separate, and they're like, ah! And then the fight starts, and then Strickland goes here, Khamzat's kind of just here, and then Khamzat gets the takedown, and they're just kind of like, the crowd starts booing like, boo, boo, and then the fight just is like, because that could realistically happen, bro. Because I'm gonna be real, when there's grudge matches, I sometimes start to lose a bit of excitement, because I feel like when you have two people who really dislike each other, it means they really don't want to lose. So then they don't necessarily go for it. Like a lot of grudge matches a lot of time are just people who kind of, like before the fight, bro, they're out here trying to fight. They're jumping each other. When they get in the cage, it's now all of a sudden all that like malice went out the window. So
except Prates and JDM. Prates actually did that.
Yeah, that is true.
Garbrandt Dillashaw is like what the first thing that came to my mind. But
because Cody like actually has anger issues. Like the problem is he should have never went to therapy. Him going to therapy like neutered his career, bro. Like going to therapy made him like he honestly, some people are meant to be glass cannons. Like you got to be able to risk getting KO'd to KO somebody else. I think when Cody Garbrandt started like internalizing his trauma, he started going, all right, maybe I got to play it more safe. So when he knocked down Barcelos, he's like, wait, no. And I hope Pico goes back to his old ways too, man. Like, I want to see Pico channel his like prodigy trauma, man. I want to see him go back more into it.
It was fun. I don't think that Hey, we're not. I hope we're not making it to fight week. If Khamzat want to do that shit, that gangster shit, let Khamzat try to do that gangster shit. He's gonna find out what
You're gonna
big
say
country's
Strickland's gonna
all
shoot
about.
him? You're saying Strickland's gonna shoot him?
Yeah, but
You
Strickland
mean-
won't do that.
Strickland would mace that nigga. Like
I
Strickland's one
don't
of
think he
those.
would.
That nigga got some beer mace in his pocket and shit like that.
So
Like,
what I'm hearing is you think Strickland's scared to make it to fight with, like he's gonna try to get the fight canceled?
I think
Dude,
Khamzat
Strickland's known.
did backstage with Holland. You know, there's a chance that they try to run at each other at the press conference. Do you think you guys think they'll run at each other at the press conference? I think they'll run at each other.
Yeah, there'll be
Nah.
loads of security. I mean, it's gonna be fun.
No, what they're gonna do, man, like Strickland's gonna stand up and he's gonna have like two people already in front of him. He's gonna be like, "Oh, come on, you Russian dog, you're Chechen dog, you're look at you, listen, Kadyrov is your daddy." Da, 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 da.
about
And then
to say
Khamzat's gonna be like, "Oh, shut up, your dad make you a girl, shut up." And then they're gonna be yelling at like 30 feet away from each other. And then Joshua Van's gonna be standing there just like, and Taira is just gonna be sitting there with no expression, just like.
Do you reckon?
Is that a
Do you reckon Joaquin Buckley will get into the mix? Because he's very vocal.
I forgot. Yo.
yeah.
Do you remember? Great, because he's got a bit of beef with Khamzat as well. Do you remember when he was with Darren
but-
Till?
yeah,
He's like,
but
I want to fight
Strickland
you. I
too.
want to fight you.
He's beef with Strickland too, because Strickland called him like a single black. Strickland was saying he was acting like a black fatigue, something along the lines of that. And Buckley's like, "I'll see you in Houston" or something like that.
And then
I
something
think
Buckley's gonna
happened.
get in the
Low key,
mix.
he went outside.
Yeah,
Nobody's like,
Nothing happened. Yeah,
Why do
nothing
you-
happened.
Why do you do all that?
But
That happens to Buckley
maybe
a
he
lot.
starts something again. So there's a lot of beef there. I hope there's violence. I
Bro,
don't like.
we're not ready for Volkov. Volkov's got some shit to say.
It's
at
all
this
in
press
accordance with
conference,
how willing Khamzat Chimaev is to wrestle. Because I just kind of like just flipped through Gilbert Burns versus Khamzat Chimaev. Khamzat Chimaev could have dictated like where that fight took place anytime he wanted to shoot a double leg, and he chose to keep the fight standing. I think that he's trying to retain this middleweight title, so he's going to be wrestling majority. Of
What
his
if
performances.
Strickland makes him emotional?
If that's the case, bro, we're gonna see a big country lock-in that we'll be speaking about for months after.
Bro, but all
this
right, but
weekend.
last thing I want to add is why are we acting like Khamzat can't make this competitive on the feet? Like that is a
will.
possibility.
Is
He would.
I
He
think he
would. 'Cause
could,
Strickland's
bro.
going to be on the back
I think it could open up considering the takedown threat.
He's
but
like,
I reckon
last
that's-
jaw rat.
Dude, do you think there's a chance like this will be like an Usman Masvidal 2 where Khamzat might slump him on the feet with like a
Dude,
right hand?
why am I getting that weird feeling, bro? Why do I feel like
Where
he's
like everyone's
Dude.
going to be like, you remember when Usman slept Masvidal and everyone was saying, oh, he has power now, he has striking now.
I think we're all getting a bit way too carried away, and I think we just need
No.
to keep it fucking simple.
No,
I think
BenJ,
I'm
that's
going to
a
go out there
great
and just
take.
choke him out. I think
BenJ,
he's
that's
going to
a
go out there
great
and
take.
choke him
Bro,
out.
Khamzat right overhand over Sean Strickland's shoulder just slumps him against the fence.
I don't see that happening, bro.
That would hurt my
Dude.
feelings, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You
Watching
wanna-
that would hurt my feelings.
You want to see something real
because
quick, bro? This is my prediction back in the day. Usman knocking out Masvidal, bro. I did get this right back in the day. I don't know if it's like
Damn.
Yeah, because yeah.
That's a crazy pass.
Yeah, but bro, before that fight, you remember everyone was going, Usman doesn't have any finishing ability on the feet. He doesn't have good striking. And then he slumped. Wait, did he fight Burns after Masvidal before?
It was
He,
in the
um,
middle of the first and second fight.
Yeah, he fought Burns after.
So I'm wrong then. I'm a liar. Okay, I'm a liar.
You know
But
what,
nobody
bro?
thought that was gonna happen. Your point still
Yeah.
stands.
Yeah,
Hey,
no
I
one
did.
thought that was going
I
to
did.
Like, except for him, except for that guy, except for that dude.
Well,
Well,
no,
this is
to
the
be
thing though.
fair,
Strickland
I'm
is
lying.
going to be so set on takedown defense. Like you never know.
To be fair, I thought it was gonna be a TKO, not like a one shot knockout. I thought it was gonna be a TKO, so I was technically right and not that right.
Dude, Khamzat has a good straight right. He does. He has a good straight right. And we saw against GM3.
Guys, lock of the week. Tyra by finish. Lock
Dude,
of
do
the
you remember
week.
when he
Hey,
just knocked out
yeah.
Dap me
GM3?
up, Twiz.
Yeah.
Lock
me
of
up.
the
I'm saying,
week. Tyra
yeah,
by
Khamzat-
finish.
Khamzat submission near
Have
the
you,
end of
have,
the
you, have,
first
you,
round.
have you all got Tatsuro Taira?
Oh,
I hope so.
I have him for like a different reason, probably though.
I
Hang
have
on,
him
hang on.
because of I have him
So-
because of the under.
So
wait,
we've
Jay,
all got him.
am
We've
I
all got
allowed
him.
to
We've all
say?
got him.
Yes, I have him because he's literally gonna he's gonna outstrike Van. That's what a lot of people are sleeping on. There's a chance he's gonna knock down Van too. he's gonna knock him down.
He's got
God,
a
this dude
5
is
inch reach.
cooking.
He's got a
You're
5 inch
spitting.
reach advantage as well.
This
Yeah.
motherfucker
Yo,
is spitting.
You know,
Tyra's
you
gonna
know,
fuck him up.
I mean, to add to your point, a lot of people don't know this, but Taira in the beginning of his run, like, and as a professional MMA fighter, he was a striker. He was not actually much of a grappler. He actually had really solid striking chops. For some reason, he did kind of regress in his like head movement and his striking defense when he got up. By the time he got up to Royval, but him losing to Royval was the best thing that ever happened in his career. Like when he lost to Royval, this guy like unlocked like a new. It's like when you play like in a story mode and then you have to like lose like in canon, like you're trying to beat the character and you reset and you realize no, that's just part of like how the story goes, and then you see the unlocked achievement. Him losing to Royval was the best thing ever, because like Taira, who fought Moreno, he might be unbeatable. Like genuinely, he might. I don't know, man. I don't know if anyone beats him. But my other thing is Joshua Van's still not going to be 100%. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
That injury.
That was the thing I was going to mention.
It was like some
Yeah.
hamstring sprain or something.
Yeah, it was a hamstring knee injury. He didn't train for like pretty much like a month leading into what was supposed to be UFC Miami, and then he pulled out a few days before it got announced. Truth is, I think he got pressured into taking this fight. I think they were like, look, dude, it's already kind of iffy how you won the belt. We really want you to get in there soon. So can you fight him next month? And he probably went, yeah, why not? I think he should have waited a little bit longer, because lower body injuries like that one, I think it takes a little bit more time, because this man basically didn't train for a whole month. Now we're in training camp and you're going to go against Taira with a lower body injury that you may not be 100% from. I don't like it. I don't like that.
What I will say about Van that I liked, I know Ray Sayura isn't as good as Tatsuro Taira, but Van has a really good habit of making people panic in fights with him. And Ray Sayura panicked big time, because Van was scrambling with him well. He was stopping the takedowns, and then immediately, as soon as Ray Sayura tried to reset and break away, Van's on him immediately with the pressure. That is the perfect way, theoretically, he could beat Tatsuro Taira. The problem with that is, do you not just think this fight is like, when did Van start training MMA? Was it like 5 years ago?
Like 5 years ago, yeah.
So I know this doesn't always necessarily matter, but I don't think he has like a fundamental grappling base to stop Ray Sayura's back takes or react to them in time, or just in general. Like, even if he initially sprawls a Tatsuro Taira double leg or single leg, I don't think he has the fucking ability to follow up with that, right? I don't think he can fight Tatsuro Taira in this kind of fight.
That's why I know Tyra's gonna win, because if you're a Joshua Van fan, you should be worrying about how Joshua Van's gonna hold Taira on the feet. That's that. Don't even worry about the grappling on the feet. If Taira said I'm not gonna grapple and had a boxing match, I'm still picking Taira. I don't know what I see from Moreno, dude. He's really, like, I think he's the best flyweight of all time, skill for skill. I think that he'd beat every flyweight ever. But against Moreno, he literally looked like Jay, like you said, like that version. There's no way anybody's gonna beat that guy.
I don't know. I hear what you're saying. He did look OP as fuck against Moreno.
Well, then Moreno looks shit.
But it's not just that.
Moreno's a better version of Joshua Van. Like, literally, they're the same. Joshua Van and Moreno are the same exact fighter.
Not current Moreno though. Not current Moreno. And it's just
all Van has is more output.
I need to see. We're like, oh, he'll beat any version ever of like any flyweight ever. I'm like, I need to see a bit more consistency from Taira then, because I'm like, yeah, he did great against Moreno, but I'm like, okay, but we need to see a bit more, like, because it was only 2 fights before that was the Royval fight.
I can't lie to you though, like, but prior to that, Taira Loki has like 8 fights in the UFC. He's just been competing the Apex the entire time. Like, he's been around forever, Loki.
Yeah.
And like something that I will say is that like something he's been doing lately since like the Hunsung Park fight and the Moreno fight, he did the same thing. He like feints levels and then he uncorks like the most devastating right hand on, and it's just a single shot.
He has some power.
And he's great at timing it, and it hurts people badly. And something else that I noticed is I was looking at the tape going into his last fight against Moreno before I picked him. He always completes his first takedown. We're talking about guys with like wrestling that's absolute. The first shot of Tatsuro Taira will always be completed. And it was my belief that Pantoja would have grounded the fight against Van and then started working jiu-jitsu to submit that guy. That question still stands because we didn't get that fight. I still think that Joshua Van doesn't have grappling as far as like once it gets to the ground to be able to keep himself safe.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
I just don't think he could.
Very
Like, you're like
dominant
Brandon Moreno's
wrestlers,
not.
jiu-jitsu guys.
Brandon Moreno's not a bad grappler at all. And bro, Tatsuro Taira just took his back immediately, didn't he? From a recollection.
No, it was all right. So in the fight, people were. I rewatched that one. It was funny. People were making the argument that Brandon Moreno won the first round because he was threatening a submission the entire time. It was like this inverted triangle position that he was like holding onto, and he was literally just chilling there so that he didn't get his guard pass and start getting his ass busted. Like that was nothing more than just to keep himself safe. Like he wasn't threatening anything.
I just wanted to say though, because I think fuck this, I love Joshua Van. Joshua Van fans are some of the most fucking performative fans that I've ever seen in my life, and when he loses to Taira, you're going to see everyone vanish. Like, you know how Ankalaev had a whole big fan base when he was going up against Alex Pereira, and then as soon as he lost, they vanished. Like Kaya Sakura, as soon as he lost to Tim Elliott, they vanished. When Joshua Van... Okay, fair play, one person. When Joshua Van loses to Tatsuro Taira, I'm telling you right now, they are all going to fucking vanish. All the profile pictures you see of Joshua Van this, Joshua Van... They're all going to fucking vanish because MMA fans are some of the most fucking... I can't even just reactionary and fickle fans of all time. They like glory hunting. They only like glory hunting. They only like supporting the fighters who win every fight. Oh, I'm an Islam Makhachev's my favorite fighter because he always wins. Like, you're so fucking boring. Get the fuck away from me sport now. Sorry.
Yeah,
that's right. Get out of my sport. Go back where you came from.
Though. I like Van. I do love Van, but I don't think he's going to win at all.
Yeah.
Waldo.
Oh yeah, Waldo.
I know black.
We've got we have got the failed professional boxer versus Alexander Volkov. Dude, I don't know, dude.
It won't be close, bro. Volkov is the way he looked against Malhadinho. That nigga's not beating Waldo.
I don't know, bro, because like Volkov did Pavlovich like really comfortably, and
but they were like long-time training partners. He had comfort with that guy in the cage. I don't know. They were just sparring anyways.
People forget, man. He did beat Gan.
But it's not just this though, because he beat up Pavlovich, and with Waldo, he lost to a good.
Volkov did not beat Gan, bro. Let's put that baby to rest right now.
What?
Volkov did not beat Gan.
The
second fight, it was close.
Thank you. That's what I've been saying.
He did beat Gan.
Freaking Gan's foot was cracked like an iPhone screen as well, and he still edged out a decision against Volkov.
He shouldn't have got the decision. I love Big Bong Gammon as well, but he should have lost that one.
Thank
Definitely
you.
should have lost that one.
Bro, I got called slurs for saying that. Thank you, Beewolf. Thank you.
I'll share the blame with you, bro, in having this opinion.
No, we should have lost that fight.
I'm just looking at it, not even from a breakdown point. Like, I'm not gonna watch film for Volkov Waldo. I'm picking it from Waldo's looked better recently. He's entering his prime. He's more athletic. Volkov beat Sergey with no. Because Alfredo, you said Waldo lost to a gun shy Sergey. Bro, Volkov got the Sergey that was the most gun shy of all time. Like, he just got knocked out.
I think that's fair. That's fair, but also Sergey just had... I think if you put Sergey in right now, he would still lose to Volkov because the style was just such a nightmare for him. And I think the same could be exactly it with Volkov. I think when Volkov's chewing at the legs of Waldo, I think when Waldo's struggling with the range and reach of Volkov as well, and when Volkov's mixing it up, like when he did against Cyril Gom, just spinning back fist, was it, and shit like that, and just being really versatile. Waldo is not that good. I'm sick of this fucking hype. Oh, he's been active. He's been active. I don't give a shit, man.
He moves and he jabs, though, and that's something that a lot of heavyweights don't do. Volkov jabs and uses his long range weapons, but he's not mobile. Yeah. And like his best win is probably the best performance I've ever seen Volkov log was against Jairzinho Rozenstruik, live at least. I know that there was like the Derek Lewis comeback and stuff, but that was like the best. That was like peak Volkov in my opinion. His fight against Biggie Boy. And then
bro, this is Alexander Volkov's 51st fight in his MMA career. Wow, that's fucking crazy.
Wrong with that nigga?
But those Russian dudes, it's like it's the same thing with like those guys who stay on the Brazilian regionals for a long time. They're fighting fucking.
Yeah.
They're fighting Marauder level opponents for like their first 30 fights.
I'm gonna say this, bro. I'm gonna go with Volkov because I'm gonna be honest with Waldo. If I'm looking at his last few fights, I feel like he still hasn't fundamentally changed from what I see him as. Like Waldo, I get he's had some good knockouts and some good finishes, but to me, he's still a bit low output. He's not anything I think remarkable. And I'm gonna be honest. I know he got eye poked against Delija. Or is that how you say his name? Delia?
Yeah.
The 3 nipple guy, right? But like, I am a little bit concerned that like, he kind of, even though despite, was he getting finished just because of the eye poke, or was he still kind of losing before that?
He was losing before. He was getting
only
hit
got
before
finished.
it.
Bro, he does this weird thing when he just puts himself on the fence and
Yes, he always does that weird shit.
every single fight. Every single fight, just
he be trying to rope a dope, and then he be like doing this afterwards, bro. But no, I think Volkov's long range
Bro, he was getting fucking pieced up by Spivak as well. He should have lost the Spivak fight.
That's what I'm saying.
He did.
He should have lost.
No, but Spivak is low key goaded, bro. You see his last fight against Delia? He's actually kind of cold.
He's good, but he's not striking.
Spivak beats Volkov, bro. Come on. Did they already fight? Did they already fight? They look
I agree with it.
right?
I don't know if they did, but I agree with Beewolf. Spivak is low-key slept on. He's so good, dude.
Stop.
He's so good.
Almeida snatched his chain in like 30 seconds. What are we talking about?
Bro, Almeida is...
You watched Spivak and went, he's so good.
Against Delia, yeah, bro.
Yeah, against
Spivak
Delia,
looked good against Delia, bro.
I was like, damn, this nigga's the next big thing, but he already had his chance to be the next big
Spivak quit
thing.
against Gorn and Aspinall. He got folded by both.
Yeah,
of
but
them.
that's because Tom Aspinall's a different caliber. You know.
But yeah, no, I'm gonna say this. I'll go Volkov to use his long range weapons. He probably wins like, a little solid decision. I don't know about a finish from either end, but I think Volkov wins. I'm still not super sold on Waldo, but
realistically though, doesn't Waldo just have to? Do you not just think Waldo could just back him up and just KO him?
But when has he done that? When has Waldo done that to somebody though?
He did, but he just needs to just kind of just
Ryan Span
charge at him.
I'm saying when has Waldo shown the ability to take a long rangey fighter, just put them up against the wall and then just sleep them? Like that's not really.
Jay brought up a good point
against
as well.
Derek Lewis, bro, he was low key still.
What did against Elijah?
We just went over this, bro. Elijah is just like. Dude, I don't know, man. I'm not
Fuck
sold
this.
on
I'm going to
Waldo
back Elijah on that one as well, Imagine thinking you could just got a stoppage and all the adrenaline when you think you've just got to fucking finish in your second UFC fight. And then next thing you know, there's like a 10-minute commotion. And then you're like, okay, you've not actually got to finish. Get back fucking in there and go and fight.
He also
right
has
now,
3
mate.
nipples. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's so weird.
I think Jay brought up a good point about Waldo. His fucking output is so fucking low considering, like when you're fighting someone who's so much taller as well and with longer, you have to work 10 times harder in order to do anything pretty much. That's why I like JDM was struggling so much against Prates as well, because in order to get anything off, you have to take a fair bit of stick unless you got really good movement. You have to take a few in order to get one off, and I just don't know. I just don't think he's got the energy or cardio in order to, constantly be countering, and we've never seen that from Waldo.
But we're not
anyway,
talking about how WCA just soloed Gaziev. And that was super easy. He had a crazy walk down and chin that
We're not
guy.
bigging up Gaziev though, are we?
Hell no, we're not. But I'm just saying, to the point being made that WCA couldn't just walk into Volkov and chin him as well. I mean, he did it.
No, because I think that reach is going to be a big problem. It's not like he's got with some tall people, they've got power at the end. They know how to use power, and Volkov knows how to power at the end of his shots. I think he can really hurt Waldo, and it's like the same way that how Waldo was absolutely shit scared of Rebellis.
Can Waldo even defend kicks to the body?
Probably not.
I won't be able to tell you.
I don't even know.
Waldo doesn't have defense in general.
I was peeing next to that nigga yesterday. He big ass. That nigga's body is there to be hit. So.
Do you think there's a chance Volkov might underrated shout? Because I know Volkov's not really known for this and he doesn't have the best takedown defense, but I'm just saying, could he reactively take Waldo down?
I think there's more chance of Waldo taking him down.
Yeah,
wait,
it'd be kind of.
Jay, are Volkov's body kicks devastating? Why you bring that up?
He's got some
good
really.
teeth,
It's just a teep.
he's
It's
got-
a teep. It's a teep.
And he also because he has like those stabbing teeth where they're like stabbing you in there, not just like
okay.
the pushes, like he's stabbing you in there. That's why I'm like, dude, I'm gonna be honest. I'm seeing some good body work from Volkov with the long range, especially the rear teep. Yeah, give me Volkov, man.
Okay,
I'm going.
but now
Okay,
that I'm actually
maybe I need
thinking
to
of it-
watch. Maybe I need to watch more film.
Actually,
Maybe I
but
need
the
to
more I'm thinking about it now, the more I'm a bit scared. I'm very confident Volkov would win, but at the same time, I'm actually quite scared that Waldo takes the approach he did for the Rebellis to BenJ fight, where he was so
That's
scared.
I'm trying to find a Spain versus Waldo Cortes Acosta to watch right now.
he was grappling heavy.
The issue though is like, listen, I mean, I've trained with Rebellis, so I'm trying to be as respectful about this. But
Is that fact?
No, shit on him. Shit on him.
Look, Rebellis, his initial like line of takedown defense just isn't up to par, at least at where he was.
You're such a snake, bro. That's meant to be
How
your
am
boy.
I being a
Oh
snake?
my
I'm just being
God,
in
bro.
that fight.
You're
Like,
horrible, you are.
oh my gosh, like it just wasn't where it needed to be, and I think that also.
Neither is his striking.
No, his striking. I mean, his striking is honestly not bad at all. It's just that the problem is in MMA from where he was in his development. The problem was Waldo could see that like his initial like first line of defense just wasn't there. So that's what Waldo was able to exploit. And just frankly, when Rebellis would get taken down by Austin Lane and by Waldo, he just didn't really have much to do, or here's much he could do about it. That's where I feel like it's a little bit different. Whereas Volkov, he might get taken down, he might just lock up a guard, he might do something like that, but Volkov is actually, man, I don't know, because Almeida was just like literally just going like, and he was falling over, so that did happen. But nah, I think Waldo more exploited the fact that Rebellis was just very great in MMA. I don't think Volkov is gonna have that issue. I don't think so.
Yeah, I think the only thing with Volkov is he is the safe pick, but he can piss away fights. You know, he can do it. It's not impossible to do. It's like I know the Derek Lewis thing can sometimes be overplayed a bit, but like if Waldo has a perfect moment against Volkov, he could knock him out. And I'm not saying Volkov has a bad chin, but he's definitely very chinnable. You know.
Yeah, it's always live for sure. It's
I think Volkov does win though.
I'm going Volkov decision.
Wait, I just realized Waldo's only lost 2 MMA fights. That's actually interesting. He's only ever lost twice. But I'm still picking against him. But wait a minute, I forgot he lost to Marcus Rogerio de Lima, bro. Whoa.
Yeah, I was about to say, bro. Yeah.
De Lima fucked him up with the leg kicks.
Yeah.
De Lima fucked him up with the leg kicks.
Yeah, but that was like.
Yeah, that's
was
like
long ago.
that was before Waldo knew he was black. That's back when he was still denying his like blackness.
He still has the same the openings are still there though. He still turns over on the car.
I'm watching Rebellis
Still
of Spain
open
versus
for him.
Waldo Cortes Acosta. That's the reason why I was a little bit quiet. He did fine defending the body kicks and like setting up takedowns from like literally pressing himself up against the cage. And Volkov
was Rebellis throwing like teeps, or was it more just like round
he was throwing a lot of like inside leg kicks with his front leg and his rear leg whenever he would switch into southpaw in the open stance. And then he would also be blasting the rear left kick up high. And Rebellis of Spain, or my bad, Waldo Cortes Acosta was doing perfectly fine in terms of like defending the shot. And then like letting Waldo Cortes Acosta just walk himself right into the clinch. I'm not sure if Volkov will do the same thing. He's definitely going to like stay behind his range, but I don't think that that's like necessarily something to be concerned about. The fact that like there's a length of like Volkov's legs.
I gotta watch more film. Like I said earlier, I was like, I don't need to watch film on this fight. I'm going because Waldo's more athletic. But the points you guys gave me, now I gotta actually watch film.
I think when we do these predictions a week before as well, it's not like we're doing them at the end of the week when we've had time to fucking I need watch this to see what we're doing. It at the start of the week when throughout the week I watch to see thinking.
It's a good fight though. It's a good fight.
It's a compelling. For once, we're getting a compelling heavyweight fight. So
film I've already watched is on Brady and Buckley. Brady's gonna be.
Yeah.
I think Beewolf, you were here when we spoke about it last time because it was meant to be a fight night.
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah,
yes, because
and you actually, I think we all picked Joaquin, and you actually convinced us Sean Brady as well.
Yeah.
You did convince me, Beewolf. Beewolf convinced me.
I'm going Buckley still. I'm still picking Joaquin Buckley.
Okay.
Yo, that nigga is just a muscle hamster, Jay. He runs and throws at the same time. I watched film on him last night. He's walking forward while throwing an uppercut, and
he's like jumping, dude. He's like trying to
Yeah,
falcon punch these dudes, bro. This shit's so stupid looking.
this.
I mean, how
he's-
bad did his jiu-jitsu look against Usman too? It was fucking awful.
It's not even like I'm not even worried about that because they try everything that Carlos Prates is how we thought Joaquin Buckley was. Okay,
Yeah, I
so
understand.
when Joaquin Buckley was on his win streak, okay, everything Prates is doing right now and who he is who we thought Joaquin Buckley is. They painted
No.
Joaquin Buckley as a one punch power. Hey, they painted him as a one punch guy, right? They painted him as a high level striker that. Did they not paint him as a
I'll
one
be honest
punch
with you,
guy?
bro. I'll be
wasn't-
completely honest with you, bro. When I was thinking of Buckley, I didn't have any sort of similarity for fucking Prates.
No,
No, in just terms of like
listen.
ability and outcomes he's able to produce with his skill set is what he's trying to say.
Yes,
I don't even
so
think
they
so.
painted Buckley as a high level striker that can knock you. That's gonna knock you out with one
What
punch.
I thought
They
Buckley would do to Usman is probably what Carlos Prates actually does to Usman.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I get
That's what he's
saying.
trying to
Yeah, I
do.
get what he's saying.
So yes, but Prates is one fight away from the title, and he's making himself one of the best strikers in the division that everybody knows he can compete with them. With Buckley, we thought he was gonna be like that. We thought he was gonna be the issue for Islam, the remedy for Islam, and this striker that's gonna knock you out with one punch. But we realized he doesn't even have any power. So now if they were gonna book him against Morales, okay, Morales is gonna stop him because Joaquin Buckley has no power, he has no striking, he has no wrestling. He's a nothing burger.
Nah, I have.
Beewolf, give me some burger music on this.
I heavily.
I even let you be my dad.
I gotta heavily disagree because so if I'm keeping this purely, well, actually, first let me address this. Buckley does have power. I mean, the dude definitely possesses a lot of pop.
Where?
What do you mean where,
Dude,
I feel like I shouldn't even have to explain this, but geez, bro. Okay, who's the fight before Usman? He had fought. Who's let me actually go check.
It was Wonderboy.
He gotta pull up his phone.
Yeah,
he's gonna pull
no,
up his
bro,
phone.
because it's actually been a while since. Dude, he fought Wonderboy in what year was that? That was 2024.
24.
Yeah, that was like 2 years ago, bro. That was like 2 years
Kobe,
ago.
Wonderboy,
Yo,
Rudy
you know,
Gobert.
Kevin
Kobe-
Holland. Kevin Holland could have knocked out Wonderboy. Yo, he had that nigga on skates. Like, what is
That
No,
was Chinny
no,
Wonderboy. That
no.
was Chinny Wonderboy, but that was a beautiful, beautiful hook.
No,
Wonderboy
but
died from
but
that.
no, but Buckley does have power. He actually does. He does actually have some good timing when he's able to like get in rhythm for the fights. My thing with Buckley is the reason why I think he beats Sean Brady is my thing with Sean Brady that I thought he was good at, but it seems like after looking back on it, his like transition from striking into wrestling is actually a bit one-dimensional, in my opinion. Like what he kind of does, he gets out here, right? And what Leon did really bad was Leon kind of sat out here and was just kind of like not presenting anything. He's not presenting a wall to him. So Leon's kind of here doing his like typical like low output, just sitting back and like trying to like pick at him. So Sean Brady just went, oh, if I just like go 2-2 and then just like try to grab him, that's just what happened basically. He just basically threw little punch combo, grab him, take him down, no resistance. Buckley, the problem is Buckley's already got a low center of gravity, and Buckley is gonna make it a car crash. I honestly think Sean Brady, this is actually probably a bad match. I know in theory it's if Sean Brady gets him down, Buckley's not gonna be able to make up that gap in the like the actual grappling. But I'm gonna be honest, I see this being where Buckley could drop the first or the first 2 rounds because of this. But at some point, I think Sean Brady has to get caught, bro, because Sean Brady's like actual like striking into wrestling just isn't like, it's not there for me, man. I don't.
Yeah,
What does
I
Buckley
agree,
losing a
but
round of this
then-
fight look like?
Yeah,
I
I don't
think-
think you can drop rounds to Buckley.
No, I think he can, though. I think it's like, I'm gonna say this. I think what Buckley could happen is he might get put in half guard. He might get put in a bad position, but I don't think he would actually get submitted. I think he can.
How
just,
does he
like,
keep himself safe from that as an outcome that would happen as soon as the fight gets to the ground?
It
I think that Sean
depends,
Brady is about to mince this dude's guard and like do bad things to him once the fight gets to the ground. And I think that like with Bilal Muhammad, what you said, like the wall, that's a good take because Bilal Muhammad offered forward pressure. Sean Brady does this thing where like he walks you into the cage and then he just kind of like walks right into the clinch. And then from there, he's able to get trips and throws off of the cage. I think that he could like get in on a double leg in the middle of the octagon against Buckley and push him up against the wall. And then
This
take
is
him down
a-
from there.
This is an open.
and
Wait,
also,
oh, go ahead.
Buckley is not an output puncher. So
not.
what is you can't
Well,
you
I mean,
can't
He barely even
What
he
jabs.
does
That is true,
he-
but Buckley can keep it for all 5 though. Like one thing you can't deny though. Even in the 5th round against Usman, he was still throwing with like 100% intent.
Yeah,
and
that is
most
true.
people would
Yeah.
have not been able to. I was gonna say though, this is an open stance fight, right? Because Sean Brady being orthodox, Buckley being southpaw, right? This is an open stance, right? Dude, I'm gonna be honest. That's my worry for Sean. Not that I'm worried because I actually want Buckley to win, but not that that's why I'm picking Buckley because I want him to win. I actually do think so because. My thing with Sean Brady is I don't know how many southpaw matchups I've seen him against. I don't know if it's been a lot. if
Michael
that-
Chiesa, that guy gave
Leon,
him problems.
Yeah, Leon and Chiesa, 2 southpaws. But that's what I'm saying. Like I could see, it's just Sean Brady's like actual like striking into the wrestling to me is not blended well enough. I think Buckley's gonna like.
did you not watch him against Gilbert Burns?
Dude, Gilbert Burns, unfortunately, that by the time he fought Gilbert Burns just he fell off a cliff. Dude,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
It's
honest.
just
Like,
the approach he took. He would pressure him, smudge him to the fence, box, wrestle, smudge, and just
yeah,
pace, the
but
pace was
what
crazy.
threat was Gilbert Burns giving on the feet to him though? He was
It's
I
just
not
feel
about
like
that.
Gilbert Burns are more
Dude,
similar in striking to Joaquin Buckley than they are different.
Buckley
Yes,
opens his body
Joaquin
right up when he
Buckley-
throws, though, too.
Joaquin Buckley is just a more athletic version of Gilbert Burns, but Gilbert Burns is better at everything else. He's just more. Buckley's just more athletic than him.
I don't know, man. It's just, dude. But there's gonna be a huge speed difference. Like I think, and I do like the fact that this is not in the Apex. This not being in the Apex actually helps Buckley a lot though, because if this was in the Apex, it's a harder fight because there's less like real estate for Sean Brady needing to cover. This being in the bigger cage, nah. Give me Buckley. Give me Buckley round 2 KO.
This is one of the few
think-
fights where I will concede that, like, it not being in the apex it gives the striker the advantage.
I think this fight is so much more better as well, considering the both of the strong points of both men are the weaknesses of both men at the same time. You know what I mean? It's like Sean Brady and power punches are just like a no-go. Like anyone who can have a bit of power behind him and can land just some loopy striking on you. And then same goes for like Buckley in his last one where he just got dominated, grapple fucked. Like Brady's so capable of doing the exact same to him. That makes it 10 times better in my opinion. But I just think with Buckley, you've got to kind of go off a vibe in a moment. Whereas Brady, I can see him being able to do that for 15 minutes and just get away with it personally. So I don't want to go off a vibe. I want to go off what I think is more logical, and I feel like Brady holding down or potentially even submitting and landing loads of ground and pound on Buckley is just so much more realistic in my opinion.
Yeah.
I will, dude. Buckley's arm length is so like it looks weird for a short nigga that's so muscular.
Yeah, he's
Like,
got
I
a
was watching
4-inch
when I-
reach advantage.
Yeah, when I was watching the Usman fight, his arms just long as shit, and like that is because, bro, I'm not gonna lie. If Buckley beats Brady, I'm just gonna call myself a dumbass because like my feelings is telling me just Buckley, just go Buckley, but the film I watch is telling me go Brady. But I don't know which other to pick. I don't know if I'm gonna pick feelings or if I think I'm gonna pick film, but. My heart is telling me Buckley's gonna win. I'm not gonna lie. When I'm watching the fight, I'm gonna think Buckley's winning. I think Buckley's gonna win, but Brady should win. If you guys can understand that, Brady should win.
Well, after
Bro.
that, you have Battle of the Yonks between Bobby Green and Jeremy Stevens, and you know
Green.
what?
Hell
You
yeah.
know,
Green.
I'm actually gonna go with the underdog here. I'm gonna go with Jeremy Stevens. You know, no,
Why?
I'm just taking. No, I was
Oh.
about to, and then I remembered. I don't know. He did hurt Mason Jones in the 3rd round, I think.
No, he didn't. I actually like I train at the same MMA gym as King Green, bro. And like with the coach, I like recorded that fight from YouTube and sent it to him for him to put through like the coaching app to send to King Green. And so I watched all 3 rounds and I gave some insights along with the footage that I sent to the coach, Coach Sam. Shout out Icon MMA. Dude, Mason Jones, he took that guy completely out of the fight. Jeremy
Yeah, he
Stevens.
did. But was there not a moment where Stevens landed something big? I feel like there was.
All he has is like this 2-3 off the back foot. Most of the time, he's just throwing calf kicks, anyways, and like he just accepts
Yeah,
forward pressure.
he is big on his leg
Yeah.
kicks.
Behind that stupid high guard, that like honestly,
you
the high
can
guard
tell-
low-key sucks, bro. In the grand 26, the high guard in MMA, like it's
But
gotta
we got
go.
2 champions. who
Not
use
if
the
you
high
go
guard,
to
though.
Jan. Just saying.
I was gonna say we got like 2 champions who got high guard who used high guard though.
But do you not think Jeremy Stevens just makes it obvious when he's going to throw a big bomb though too? He leans and he locks up.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the difference between King Green and Jeremy Stevens is that like Bobby Green, King Green, he's loose.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Jeremy Stevens is so Jeremy Stevens when he's about to commit with an overhand, you see this.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Green's loose, taunting. He's just going to take half a step back, and then Jeremy Stevens is either going to hesitate. Then obviously the jab or the teep of Bobby Green's going to land, or he's going to commit and Bobby Green's just going to evade it. So,
All right, so
this is quite simple. I think he's just going to style on him.
I think that he's going to finish Jeremy Stevens, and I think that it's going to be
Good shout.
through some type of high kick. And from the orthodox, something I was noticing with Mason Jones, and like he kind of went away from it. Off of the jab, Jeremy Stevens, he slips really heavily to the inside. The lead high kick is right there. Another thing, he could show Jeremy Stevens the jab and then go right into like the feinted lead hook Mauricio Hoofy combination that knocked him out, and he could get a wheel kick knockout over Jeremy Stevens.
Yeah.
If he tried that.
You think King Green's gonna throw out a spinning wheel kick?
Bro, I genuinely think that he could do that. If that's what he really wanted to do. I'm not sure if he's been training it, but like, dude, I think he could wheel kick KO Jeremy Stevens because Mason Jones caught him with that.
I think both of them are not young, but Jeremy Stevens is 39. I thought he was like in his 40s.
Yeah, he's
so the same age
800
as
years
Bobby.
old.
Yeah. But the difference between Bobby Green and Jeremy Stevens is like, even though guys obviously will beat Bobby Green, Jeremy Stevens is just genuinely done. Like, he's done.
Which
He's
makes
done.
no sense because, like, we've seen King Green get executed, like, on two different occasions
we
within
have.
the last 3 years, like,
King
cartel
Green,
style.
Like, if you had to rate CT on a scale from, like, 1 to 10, like, 1 being, like, Canelo Alvarez, apparently, where he has, like, or, like, I guess, or Mighty Mouse, and then 10 being, like, Tony Ferguson, Bobby Green has like a solid, I think, 6.5 or 7. No pun intended, actually. I swear I was not even trying to make a joke there. But because King Green, like, after the Jalen Turner fight, I literally was like, dude, please don't ever fight again. Like, no.
Yeah.
But then, like, he randomly, like, it's kind of like, for example, you know, like, I don't know if y'all grew up with siblings or not, but like your sibling takes out the memory card of the PS2 and you're like, oh my gosh. And so then you're like keeping the PS2 on, it's getting overheated. Then you find it, you put it back in, now you can turn it off. That's like what King Green kind of is, like against, what was his name? Lance Gibson Jr. And
That guy's actually good. That guy's actually good.
Dude,
That's
Gibson's
crazy.
not bad. And then
He's actually good.
He's all right.
And then like the renounced nationality Mexican guy,
Daniel Zellhuber?
Damn, Huber.
Yeah, like
Fucking terrible.
Yeah, he be snatching the youngins' chains, but against Stevens, the problem is, like, I'm not even trolling when I say this, but Jeremy Stevens is built to lose the hood style because, like, King Green's hood style of whole like hands down, like here taunting, like Jeremy Stevens. I was telling Marauder this the other night. Like, he was talking about, man, Jeremy Stevens could have a chance, man. He's got power. And I said, when's the last time Jeremy Stevens colded somebody? When's the last time Jeremy Stevens, that whole big, oh, when I touch people, they don't move. When's the last time that's happened? It's been so long. Like,
You know what? You know what else Jeremy Stevens has done though? This is the mistake he's made. So when you're done, right? When you're done, and you're someone like Jeremy Stevens, you go to BKFC, then you get the dog shit beat out of you by Mike Perry.
Eddie Alvarez.
Then did he fight Mike Perry?
Yes, and Eddie Alvarez.
Did he fight Mike Perry?
Yeah.
Eddie.
Yeah.
Oh, was it Eddie?
I'm pretty sure Mike Perry knocked some of his teeth out. Like, he fucked him up, right?
Some shit like
Oh,
that.
my-
No, that was
Mike Perry-
Rockhold. That was
Mike-
Rockhold.
That was Luke Rockhold.
Then you come back to the UFC. You don't do that.
You don't
Once
do that.
you're done, you go to BKFC. You get
No.
beat up
But
a bit, you have a
no.
few
Frank,
wars.
no. Ben was right. He did fight Mike Perry because it was in
He
New
did.
Jersey.
he
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Yeah,
Totally.
and I'm pretty sure he either quit. I think Mike Perry broke him literally in there.
Yeah. That's what I'm
But-
saying, dude. He can't beat hood style. That's two hood styles he
But
lost.
you
to.
don't. Once your career's over and you go to BKFC, you don't then come back to the UFC. You don't.
He
you're
boxed
done at this
Jose
point.
Aldo too, I think. Or
Yeah,
some shit
he
like
did.
that.
Yeah, we had a
Yeah,
draw.
he did box Jose Aldo.
Like he's
Yeah.
done. He's just gonna get
Then-
beat up by Bobby Green.
And they
But
both
then
came
again,
That
back.
nigga's-
It's crazy.
He could crack him. You never know.
Yeah.
That nigga's
I
just doing a world tour. But I'm not gonna lie, guys, he looked good in the Mason Jones fight. He looked good.
I think it's more though that Mason Jones isn't like anything super special. Like Mason Jones is cool, but he's not
You
gonna be
fucking
like.
what?
Yeah, bro. That's
Bro!
the real Welsh gangster, bro.
Yeah. Be careful
No,
what you're saying, mate.
Mason Jones isn't
Hey,
bad.
he would fucking batter the shit out of Terrence McKinney. Just saying.
No. But you know who did batter him though? Mike Davis. Shout out to my boy Mike Davis. Put the beats on. Well, it was a good fight. That was a good fight back in Fight Island.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to Mike Davis though. Hope he comes back soon.
No, but that was an unskippable cutscene. Mason Jones had to leave and go to Cage Warriors and come back. Like that, he couldn't skip that cutscene. Like he had to just watch that
real
one.
quick, there is a fight on the prelims that I feel like should be on the main card. I don't know if y'all want to talk
I
about
know what
it.
you're gonna say. I know what you're gonna
Joel
say.
Alvarez versus Amosov. Yeah.
I'm a
I'll tell you this:
fucking
both
deadly.
of them beat JDM's Australian ass right now.
God
Both of
damn,
them.
that's a crazy take, but it low key he might be spitting, bro. He actually might
Let me
be
just
spitting.
remind you of something though. Yaroslav Amosov, right? So I saw a video the other week of him taking down Khamzat Chimaev in training, and I was like, because I'd never heard of it. I'm not going to pretend I'd watched a lot of Yaroslav Amosov before that, and then I started looking into his fights. Right, obviously Bellator guy. You know, there is always that narrative: is he going to come over and do well in the UFC? Here's the thing: is this his UFC debut? I'm right in thinking that.
No, second fight.
No. He
Second
fought
fight.
Neil Magny and he farted. He took like a shaky-legged dump on Neil Magny.
Yeah, I think Joel Alvarez looked so bad against Luke and so flat-footed and awful that Amosov's going to take him down and whoop him. But he's been KO'd before. It's not undoable. Like maybe Joel Alvarez will catch him with a knee or like a winging shot. Who knows?
Oh, jeez Louise. Alvarez doesn't have KO power at 70.
I don't think so either. That's
I
not-
don't know, man. I still like Joel Alvarez. I know everyone's dunking on him for his shit performance against Luke, and I hear it. But this is still my boy. I feel like Chris Weidman's dad right now because he's still my boy. I love Joel Alvarez, but I am quite scared because we've seen. I'm not gonna say that fucking Yaroslav is on the same fucking level as Armin, but do you remember what Armin did to Joel Alvarez, bro?
Dude, it was
That
like
was
probably-
scary.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, do you remember when was he John Cena when he was all bloodied up against JBL? It was like that,
Yeah.
bro. He was fucking bloody, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm scared. I am
but
scared.
Amosov does probably have better wrestling than Armin, to be honest. Probably does. Maybe not better ground and pound.
I
but-
haven't seen enough, so I'm not going to make a comment.
All
on
right,
that.
so
I'm
one thing
scared.
the most notable feature of Amosov's game, which is like something I've never seen before, is the way that he attacks anacondas from half guard. Like, you seen that one?
Yeah.
Have you seen that one meme where the guy's like, he swung his legs?
Yeah, he swung his body. To the
Yeah,
other
he
side.
swung his body. That's literally how Amosov will float into a position to attack an unorthodox choke from half guard. And he did it to Magny, and it was like the most magnificent thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I'm man. I don't
He's
know.
good, Amosov. Amosov's good.
Yeah.
Amosov's really good, but my one issue with him though is he is a like kind of an absolutist fighter, and I'm stealing this term from Jared the Grappler, RIP his TikTok account. But
Wait, what happened to him, dude? I used to like.
Oh,
watching his content.
is his account gone?
yeah, he got banned. RIP Jared Grappler, man.
Oh man,
Jared the Grappler. But
condolences, man.
so my thing with Amosov is he's an absolutist where he needs to get the fight to the ground. Like he has decent, okay-ish striking. It's like nothing like you're gonna write home about. But if he's able to get the takedown, he's able to get into a like dominant-ish or even just half guard. He's cool. But I forgot the guy who it was oh my gosh, Jamaican dude. Oh my
Jackson,
gosh.
something
Jackson.
Jason Jackson.
Jason Jackson. The thing is, when Amosov gets into that position where he cannot get like the takedown, he kind of just. I mean, did I say Jackson or Amosov? Amosov, when he doesn't get the takedown, he's kind of like wide out. He's like, whoa, like
I
he
think he
kind of
got-
does.
I think he got stopped with the jab in that fight too.
Yeah, he did. He got fucked up.
It was a
So
jab.
Amosov, I will say he can be a bit like. He might low key have, I think, his Brandon Royval Tyra moment here. I'm gonna go Joel Alvarez because I get Joel Alvarez may not have KO power at 170, blah blah blah. But Joel Alvarez off the back, I understand Armand went out there and just sliced that boy up, but that's Armand. Like, there's no shame in that. Joel Alvarez does have solid jiu-jitsu, and he has decent enough scrambles, I think, to not go out there and just get like finished by Amosov. And I think he might offer a bit of like a barrier where Amosov, he kind of does just get in there and just try to get the hands together and just get you down. He's not so much willing to like be here, like he's not quite at that level. If this was a pure grappling match, give me Amosov. But MMA, I'm going Alvarez.
You think he's gonna have a
I'm gonna
Bellator moment?
Dude,
He's gonna have a Bellator moment.
I don't even think it's like a Bellator, but I just think Joel Alvarez is kind of good though. Like I don't think Joel Alvarez is bad. Like
I'm gonna go Alvarez, even though I think he's one of the worst prospects right now. Not saying he's bad, but they speak of this nigga. The welterweight division is too stacked for him to be with, guys like Michael Morales and Ian Gary, stuff like that. But he's a 30-year-old prospect. Isn't he 30-year-old prospect?
He's 33.
Oh
He's
my
got a tattoo
God.
of Kid Goku on his chest too, which is funny.
33-year-old prospect? This is like some Lerone Murphy shit. So I'm not.
Hey, watch your mouth, bro.
I'm sorry.
Hey, you better apologize. Yeah, you better apologize.
It reminds me. Do you remember when people were saying that Rayoni Barcelos was the bantamweight Rayoni Jose Aldo for a bit? Do you guys remember that?
I do.
That's what it reminds me of when people are like, "Oh, he's a good prospect," and we're like, "Oh shit, he's 34." Oh right.
Yeah, dude. McMillan is turning 30 soon. He's still fighting Tommy
shit,
McZuni.
really?
He's turning 30 soon.
What?
Wait, how old is Tommy McMillan?
Hey, this is what they tried to do to y'all niggas. They tried to next big thing. He's almost 30.
We did even
Bro, you shouldn't be allowed
as
to
well.
fight in the contender series if you're over 30. Hot take. I don't know.
He's 28.
Yeah, and his next fight, he's gonna be the tip of 28. His birthday's December. We'll see. That nigga might be 28 and 3/4 his next fight, and it's just gonna keep going up and up. But there's the thing. But Goatless.
Oh, Goatless, yeah, it's that time.
Oh
yeah,
shit! Yes.
Also, by the way, just before we do, shout out Roman Kopylov versus Marco Tulio. That's such a sick fucking fight.
That
I
is
don't
a
know
good
why it's
fight.
I don't
If
know why it's
Tulio
on the
loses
early
again,
prelims.
dude, I'm breaking my clipboard. I'm throwing my clipboard down on the ground.
Yeah,
My
I
headset.
thought Tulio was the next big thing after that.
Me too.
Bro,
Tulio's
Tulio's the
woman.
favorite for this, Tulio's the favorite. I thought Kopylov would have been the favorite.
Why would
Bro, he beat the GOAT
Kopylov
Trayshawn
hasn't looked
Gore,
good.
bro.
Kopylov hasn't looked good in since he got beat up by Fluffy. Like, why would anybody pick him?
That's true. I just thought because he's fought more high. I always feel like the bookies typically always go to the person who's just got the bookies. They typically go to the guy who's got a bit more of a rep. And Tulio, his last fight was him getting sparked by COD. So
His ass beat, nigga.
It's fair. The first round he did okay, from what I remember. I think. I hope. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Tulio. But I love that fight so much.
Okay, GOAT lists, guys. Where is Jay? He's gone. Right, GOAT lists.
I've never done a GOAT list.
Alfredo, right, Marauder, because you've never done it. Let's
stop. Are we going? I say we'll work down together from 10, and then we move on to 9.
Yeah,
I think that makes the most sense.
We'll go with. Well, should we do the list first and then explain, and then the next person's list?
Oh, okay.
Nah.
That's how we do it on pitch side, don't we? That's how we do it on pitch side when
yeah, I stole it off pitch.
Is that what you did? Okay.
I don't think anyone knows.
I personally never made a GOAT list because I've only started making content so shortly. So when I came on the TikTok in August and I seen everybody doing the GOAT list, I was like, oh yeah, I don't want to do this. So I never made a GOAT list, and people have always been asking me for one.
You fucking noob.
And I don't know. I've never made a GOAT list.
Man,
but
that guy could have went south real quick, man.
My bad. I thought I was in the Black Ops 2 lobby for a second, bro. Oh my god.
You guys know I would fucking.
We gotta stop doing this. We gotta stop doing this Alfredo, man, bro. We gotta stop doing it.
Nah.
You guys know I would fucking choke this nigga out.
Oh, man.
GOAT list.
Marauder, what's your GOAT list?
Right. Okay, so are we going to just give it all in one go, or do you want to work down together? Go on, Bossman Ben.
So we'll go through someone's list and then debate it, and then the next person.
Okay, do you want me to go first, or do you want Marauder?
You go first, Alfredo.
Okay. Let me get my phone up quick time. So for my GOAT list at number 10, we have DC. Okay, we've got DC. Okay. I was struggling with number 10. This is what I was struggling with the most. Number 9. People might not have it. Alex Pereira. Because what he's done in such a short amount of time, I just think is absolutely fucking mental.
I don't hate it.
Number 8, Habib.
Yeah.
I just think very dominant. He's got a few title defenses. Got some great quality wins. Number 7, Merab.
Oh, wow.
He got some great quality. He got some great Jose Aldo,
Seven?
Piotr Jan, Corey Sandhagen, O'Malley twice, Umar Nurmagomedov. He's got a few title defensives. He was very active. He was very Cejudo. Next up at number 6, we got Silva. Now Silva, I would actually like to be higher, but Peds do play a part. He did get found out for Peds, so I've just chucked him in there.
Yo, but listen, no. He's an ethical juicer though, because the first time he popped,
he was because of his leg break. I know.
It's ethical juicing. Like
I know, but,
not like the professional who goes out there and self reports.
Hey, there's ways to go about it, man, and he didn't do it, so that's on him. Number five, I've gone with Volkanovski. I think he's got some great quality wins. You know, long lasting, longevity is brilliant. Number 4, Islam Makhachev. I've gone with Islam Makhachev, and I think if he gets another win, maybe number 2 wins, he might be number 1. Number 3, I've gone with Jones. Peds knocks him down. Number 2, DJ.
What the fuck are we doing, nigga?
If you include John Jones in your GOAT list, he has to be 1.
Bro, don't stick needles up your ass. Number 2, DJ, and number 1, GSP.
Not bad, bro. All I will say, bro, with
GSP number 1.
Yeah, I mean, bro, honestly, Demetrius Johnson over John Jones, why? For what? Like,
well, I just said, is Dale not explaining? Peds takes him down a fair bit. I think if you cheat, I think it's more than valid.
Well, I think with John Jones, you either include him or don't include him.
No, because I know that he's still got skill. I know that he's still got skill, and I don't think it's fair to me to say he did it for all of his career, so he should be completely exempt. But I know that he certainly did it for the DC fight, and that's a big part of the best win of his career, in my opinion. You know, there's always something. It doesn't matter. You can sell fights, but you get your ass whooped, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like DJ got knocked out by what's his face in one.
Or Adrian Moraes.
That's what I mean.
Hey, but you know he got that win back though. Got that win back though twice.
GSP got the win back.
That is true,
who's
but
Adriano Moraes, bro? Like, he might actually get embarrassed on this Jake Paul card, and then that's gonna be like.
Wait, but if he beats Makhachev, do we get another DJ upscale?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Massively.
Okay,
Massively.
what's the rating? I think we should do a rating of 10 for everyone's GOAT list. So I'd love to hear what ratings I get.
I love you, Alfie. I love your Marab shout, bro. I love your
Thank
Marab
you,
shout.
thank you.
I'm gonna give you honestly, like, you know. To be honest, rate. You remember that back in the day? The to be honest, rate.
You BMS, bro. BMS.
BMS. I'll
the
give
baddie
you.
tell you BMS, you'd be like, fucking throwing the powder in the air like
Honestly,
LeBron.
I think you have almost every So in terms of the people included, I agree with 8 out of 10 of the people that are in there.
Okay,
so
I'll take that.
I'll give you an 8 out of 10. But 2 people on that list, I don't think are top 10. So
I don't understand Cormier. I don't understand Cormier being mentioned at all.
It's fair to. What, you don't understand
agree.
them being? Don't think it should be 10.
I don't think he should be 10.
I will be honest. I did say it before we went.
The
on,
most
thinking,
important fights of
the
his
most.
career, he lost, and that includes the
But
trilogy that
two
saw
of
him
the
become
greatest.
champion at heavyweight, and also Jones. There wasn't
two
even a
of the
trilogy there.
greatest, but 2 of the greatest. Do you know what I mean?
But
You
to
don't
be
have
the
two
great, you've got to
people.
beat them.
No, but okay, but there's so many people on that list who've also
Well, why not
lost all the
mention-
great fighters.
Why not mention a fighter
Unless
like Ilya at number 10 then? I feel like Ilya all time better than DC at this point.
Fair. I did say number 10's like the struggle. I think that's like the hardest one. Like 1 to 5's the easiest to set for me.
And he
then
doesn't even
after
need
that, it's kind of a
dominance,
struggle.
just on the basis of the 3 names that he's beaten and the fact that those guys are all still very good. And they were
That's
never
fair. I
won
feel like you need
and
a bit of
finished it.
longevity though to an extent.
I think that was fucking solid though. To be fair,
That was a good list, bro. That definitely won't
I
get you
think it was a
roasted
solid
online.
list.
I'm gonna get targed by the online community.
Well,
Marauder, come on, let's hear it.
Hang on,
Let's
what's
hear it,
Marauder's rating? I'd love to hear what his rating was for my list.
Bullshit, nigga. I don't want to hear
Thank
that
you, mate.
shit.
No, nice one. I appreciate that. Thank you. Cheers.
Shit list, nigga. Shitty list.
All right,
Beewolf,
so
poop-
before
poo-poo
the
list.
end of UFC 2025, I made a list. Yeah, BeewolfMMA's GOAT list is a video that's actively up on my channel right now. And like, it's really just like a best of all time list because I got some crazy pulls on here. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. And it was before we got like closure on like I made this list under like the predisposition that like Marab was gonna beat Piotr Jan in the rematch and stuff. So I mean, I ranked him pretty high here. My honorable mention is gonna be Rogerio Bontorin. and then I have Max.
Is
I have Max.
Is that the guy who knocked out Kai Kara France knocked out? And then started like running around the octagon, like taunted on him. And then, I don't know if you guys know what it was. So like
Bro.
he knocked him out and then like ran over to him. And then like
there used to be so
it was
many just
funny.
like niche rando flyweights, bro, that were just so fun to root for because they were just like, who are these people? Like Malcolm Gordon, bro.
Yo, shout out
Rogerio
Malcolm X Gordon.
Bontarine,
The
and like
Jake and
Jussier
Jake
Formiga,
Happy
like
one.
these
Oh.
fucking
Yo, wait,
goobers.
hold on, no,
Formiga,
hold on,
no
Formiga
way.
was good
Oh,
though.
No, he
Formiga-
was cold. He was cold. And then there was like Askar Askarov. You remember him?
Yes.
That guy was cold
Yes.
too. That guy was
Was
cold.
Formiga the one to beat Figgery as well?
did
Like,
beat
him his
Figgery.
first ever
He
loss.
beat
Yeah,
Figgery.
yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
listen,
Beewolf.
people,
I just searched up this nigga. and I
Rogerio
just remembered
Bontarine.
Your YouTube banner. I was like,
Yeah,
I was
he's
like,
in my
I've seen-
banner.
I was like, I've seen this nigga before.
That guy
And
was
I
my
like,
Instagram profile picture for like 8 months, bro. I swear.
Who
And
is
nobody even
this
caught
nigga,
it.
cuz?
I don't even know, bro. I don't even know.
yo, but I
don't
like
even
that you
know.
shouted out Malcolm X though. Shout out to Malcolm X, man.
Yeah, shout out Malcolm Gordon. Malcolm Gordon, you search his PNG on Google Images, you just see he's got them
Wait,
amphetamine eyes.
who do you have knocked out here with the binky, bro? Who
That's
is that?
fucking Jairzinho Rosenstruck after he got slumped by Francis Ngannou. And I put like a blanket over him and like a propeller hat on his head and like a binky.
Oh my god.
And there's like rubber duckies in the background. My banner is so cold. And like on the desktop, there's even more faces. Rogerio de Lima is on the banner on the desktop.
So who's your number
Okay.
10?
So I started at like 11 for this video. I put Max Holloway, but I'd probably replace him with Charles Oliveira at this point. But like they're kind of
That's a good shout.
interchangeable. I would say in terms of legacy, Max Holloway and Charles Oliveira are like the same. They're like the same. I would say Max Holloway being like a 2-time champion of featherweight, but having lost to Volk 3 times is like just as significant as the title run of Charles Oliveira from like 2021 to like 2023. Having lost to Islam the way that he did, and he got like farted on in that fight, and then his loss to Armin and stuff. Every single loss he's taken ever after dropping the belt, it was kind of closely contested, and then he's like gotten wins here and there in between. So we give Charles Oliveira a pass. I think that he's still relevant as like a top 11 all-time fighter, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Number 10. This is where I'm gonna start getting flamed. Khamzat Chimaev.
Oh my god.
Hamzat Chimaev. I'm calling it. I know I picked Sean Strickland to win this weekend, but I do not realistically think that Strickland is going to beat Khamzat Chimaev.
Are you
I
doing
think
this
that,
where you think Khamzat's going to end up?
exactly? So I'm kind of like projecting the trajectory of a lot of different fighters that I'm placing on this list. I think that whenever things are all said and done, as we're speaking right now, Khamzat Chimaev is the best middleweight ever. I think that all time, like you take any fighter from any era and you put them up against Khamzat Chimaev, if they're 185 pounders, he beats him. And it's like
Best. So
I
best,
agree.
not
Let me,
great.
let me call Jacare Souza.
with medium difficulty at most. Jacare Souza, Ronaldo ain't doing nothing, okay? Ronaldo ain't doing nothing. You cannot see my boy Khamzat Chimaev. And it's like, I do want to see him fucking lose to an American champion, but it's like, I'm going to talk about this in my predictions. I release those on Monday too. And it's like, Khamzat Chimaev is probably gonna win, bro. He's probably gonna win, but I want to see Sean Strickland win. I'll go out on a limb too, and I'll bleed one correct pick on my entire like record, just so like he's a celebrity. Yeah, he's a celebrity poll basically. And then I have Alexander Volkanovski at 9.
Yes.
Alexander
That is
Volkanovski
great.
at 9.
That's
think
a great placement.
He's top 10, but I don't think that he's like closer towards the top just because of the fact that he's been knocked out by 2 other greats. And it's like, bro, listen, this is going to get me in trouble. This was a take that I shared in the video and people were mean to me online. All time, Ilia Topuria is a better featherweight than Volkanovski.
He's better. I don't think he's greater.
Greater.
No, he is. No,
Greater.
If you want to be,
One-
if you want to be
one
great,
KO
but have the
win-
longevity.
1 KO win over Max Holloway trumps 3 decisions with like 2 close scoring
Man,
outcomes. 1
I
close
don't know,
scoring outcome.
man.
But in a
I
different
don't
division
know.
at lightweight, and also to be fair, Max was at his absolute best, no doubt about it, in the Volk fights.
That's true. That's true. That's a good point.
But bro, that's still Holloway. We saw him like put hands and feet on Dustin directly after he got chinned by Ilia.
Yes, but he did go up and wait, then come back down and wait, and yeah, that's not.
Yeah, but
No,
I mean,
Ilya would
we're not
have
doing
KO'd
that.
any version
We're not
of Max
doing
anyway.
that.
man.
but
What do
it's
you
like
mean?
people always cope who are Max fans, and they're like, well, I mean,
Max was winning before he lost. I want to see
No, I hear what you're saying.
No, I think
Yeah.
Ilya would have KO'd the versions of Max that fought Volk anyway,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Like, there's
Ilya
no
is-
need for a run back.
Yeah, Ilya is better than Volk in my opinion, but greater, I would have Volk personally.
But then it's like with your supporting cast of characters, and it's gonna be like Diego Lopez, which is like low key his best title win outside of Max Holloway 3 times. Because other than that, you're looking at Ortega, Yair Rodriguez, and the Korean Zombie. It's like, dude, come on.
Yeah,
Do
here
you factor in
Well,
narrative? Do you factor in narratives though, Beewolf? Because the
No. I hate whenever fans edit the records of these fighters that they consider greats, where it's like, well, he beat Islam. What? It's like, show me on Tapology where that happened. You can't say that. Or like Dominic Reyes beat John Jones. He didn't, because if you Google it, he didn't win the fight. It doesn't matter what it looked like. Volkov did not beat Gon because he didn't
Ortega,
win.
for example, with Ortega, when he came off, I know it's a wash Chang Sung Jung, but people were saying like Bald Tega is the new mythical fighter.
Yeah.
And then he went in there against Volk and Volk whooped him. Do you factor in the narratives of guys like Ortega before the fight and the chances against Volk, whereas who they are now? Do you know what I mean?
I feel like, yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I feel like that's just kind of the nature of the sport. People have it worked out in their head
That's
that like
true.
certain fighters are a certain way, and then they have their
Yeah.
performances, and then you develop the dossier further as a log, different fights. That's what I'm saying. Like, with like Khamzat Chimaev at number 10, he could lose to Strickland, and then it's like, piss off,
Yeah.
mate. Sean Strickland is number 10.
But then he could beat him, and all of a sudden that top 10 shout was valid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I
it
know
kind of goes both ways. But as far as like all time, I think that Alexander Volkanovski, anywhere from like 10 through 7 is realistic. People want to say he's like top 5. Fuck no.
Oh, fuck off, then. Fuck
People
off.
have them. People have Volk in their top 3. Should
Volk in the top 3 is literally just like you just love Lucas Tracy. Like, you and Lucas Tracy are like this,
you're
bro.
just like a little.
And shout out that guy, bro, but you're low-key just parroting his takes, bro. I feel like that's
Yeah,
a
don't make me
genuine
pull up the Draymond Green fucking photo. Jeez Louise.
thing.
I'm joking. No.
All right, so number 8, this is controversial. Right above Volk, I have Kamaru Usman.
Good shout.
I think that Kamaru Usman all time better than Volkanovski. Because I feel like they fought relative levels of similar competition. Again, this was before Volkanovski had beaten Diego Lopez too.
No.
This is why I think narrative's important, though, right? This is why I care a lot about narrative, because some people now, I see the fans that come into the sport now and go, but Jorge Masvidal was a journeyman. But in the fight, going into the fight, that was seen as a pick'em. It was. A lot of people pretend now like,
Especially in the rematch.
They weren't saying Masvidal was going to slump Usman in the rematch. A lot of people were saying that. A lot of people were saying Masvidal, after he came off that reality TV show, bro, he's a different guy. Like,
Yeah, Street Jesus, bro. Like,
yeah, exactly.
the flying knee.
Exactly. So I agree. And also Colby, he doesn't have any rank wins, but he was fucking good. Prime
Yeah.
Colby was good.
Yeah, he was.
He was really good.
No, Prime Colby beat on fucking pensioners, bro. I'm not having this. No.
But I mean, he also pushed
I'm not
Usman
having.
to his limits.
Why? How are we putting Usman above Volt, bro? I don't get this, because you're excluding the 3 max wins, which is like, oh, let's just take away the biggest part of his fucking legacy, which is a great part, by the way.
Yeah.
A prime Max Holloway 3 fucking times.
Yeah.
And that third fight is one of the most dominant fucking shutdowns I've ever seen in my life over a prime Max fucking Holloway. I'm not doing this shit.
But there's like future champions on Usman's legacy as well. Like guys who would have
Wait,
been go on then
Who?
afterwards.
Who?
Sean Strickland, bro. Sean Strickland, and then Leon Edwards, who would even get the win back over
But
him.
I don't know, man. But the Strickland that fought Usman though was like, that's like a long time ago. And Strickland,
Very long time ago.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
it's aged well, don't get me wrong. But like,
What are you trying to say that was small country? Like, I don't know, dude.
Bro, he
I
wasn't
think
even
still-
country.
It was like,
I think
it was
it's
pre-developed country.
it's harder to beat someone in their prime rather than beating someone where they're still a bit somewhat green. You know what I mean?
If we're gonna use that, that means
Still a good win,
DJ's win over Horiguchi doesn't mean shit. Like, is that what we're gonna
Yeah,
say?
it's not a prime Horiguchi, yeah. But
It's not
Horiguchi
prime
in that point was still
Horiguchi.
great.
Nah.
But the win still had value though because Horiguchi
Yes,
actually
I'm not saying
got to the belt.
yeah, I'm not saying that
So
Strickland
this
isn't
is
a good
what
win.
niggas like to pick and choose.
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
what?
There's a lot of goalpost movies. I feel like the
No, I'm just
names
saying it's
exist
still
who
a
like
good
name
win.
value whenever like
Sean
it's still a good
Strickland
win.
was a 170er who had no title aspirations versus Horiguchi, who only I think Horiguchi who actually got to the belt. Huh?
Wait.
What? What?
This nigga didn't have title aspiration.
He didn't have title aspirations. Like he did it. He was at once, dude. He was getting hit with the double punch, bro. Like
Didn't he still have hair?
I don't think for the Usman fight.
I will concede that Kamaru Usman seems kind of out of place on this list. And now knowing what we know about like the current top of the division at
Not
welterweight,
really.
those
Yes,
guys.
it is.
Because I mean,
no, Usman's a fine shout.
No,
I mean-
it's not. I'm sick of
what,
this
what
shit.
I
he
don't
represented for
think-
me at the time, Reebok era Usman is a mythical fighter, bro. Reebok era Usman who used to come out with like the Bane mask around his neck with the Reebok hoodie with like
Bro,
the
he
hat
was
under the...
aura-forming on mid. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but he was.
Yeah. By
mean-
today's standards, I will agree with you. I will
But
agree
bearing
with
in
you.
mind, though, Alfredo, Kamaru Usman has one of the best championship performances in UFC history, and it was against Tyron Woodley. People forget this shit. Tyron Woodley's an all-time great welterweight. Usman dominated him.
Yeah, that's
one
brilliant.
of the most dominant title
Yeah,
performances
no,
we've ever seen.
that's a great
was a
point.
great win.
But want to tell what's better? Volkanovski beating Max Holloway 3 times.
Is it?
Each
it's,
win.
It's
Each,
better, but it's not.
Is it?
Bro, it's not a bad shout to have Usman over him, in my opinion.
it's a fucking awful shout, is what he says.
Let's hear the rest of Beewolf's list. Let's hear the
Okay,
rest of that
Go
list.
so
on,
number 7 is Alex Pereira. Number 7 is Alex
Yeah,
Pereira
I
over
think we're on
Volkanovski over Kamaru Usman. Number 6, Alexandre Pantoja.
We're not doing that. Steve
Number
Erceg
6 is
fucked it.
Alexandre Pantoja.
He
Got
received
destroyed by
issues
Van in
from
the first round.
Erceg. He lost the Brandon Moreno fight on International Fight Week. He lost to Brandon Moreno on International Fight Week.
To
That was a
become
robbery.
champion,
Yes,
Dude, he
it was
lost
robbery.
to Steve Erceg.
he did not lose to Steve Erceg. Steve Erceg, there
I
were
know he
2-2
did that.
going into
Joking.
5, and Steve Erceg shot a takedown in the 5th and got reversed. That was stupid.
Yeah.
And he lost that. He literally lost that fight. Steve Erceg lost.
Yeah, man, I scored International Fight Week Moreno. I was confident Moreno won that fight. You know, it could have went his way, but I think he's had too many close fights for him to be there. Too many close because he's a champion, but he's not separating himself so much. You know what I mean?
But wasn't Moreno a rematch?
Trilogy one.
Moreno. This was like they fought on Tough, right? They fought on
it's like
Tough,
a
and
trilogy.
then
It was a
That was a
trilogy.
rematch.
normally, yeah.
And then
So he beat him every single time.
And then Roy Val, that was a rematch. He fought Cap and he beat him.
Yeah.
And then
Sure.
he fought
Oh,
Kai Kara
facts,
France and he
fuck.
beat that guy. Steve Erceg was like the next hottest
yeah.
prospect on the block and he beat that guy. We're talking about longevity. Like the
I
most
think he has
competitive
the-
version of flyweight pre-Van was ran by Alexandre Pantoja. And granted, he didn't suffer the same injury that I see 7-year-olds suffer skateboarding. He probably would have beat Van and still been champion and looking on to a fight with Tatsuro Taira, who might actually have beaten him. He might have lost to Tatsuro Taira, but like, that's my dog. Pantoja's my dog.
Yeah.
I don't mind you including Pantoja. I just think maybe he's a bit too high. Maybe I don't know. I don't think it's a bad shot. You gave some good
when
points.
he gives me the point about the rematches that he already beat these niggas and he's
Yeah,
doing
you
it
do
again,
forget. Yeah,
it
you
tells
do
me a lot.
forget, yeah,
That tells me a
yeah.
lot about him. That tells me a lot about him. Yeah, keep
So-
going. That's good.
So like, there's that. The only reason why Alexander Volkanovski has 3 wins over Volk is because the second fight was super closely contested. And it's the same dudes who want to edit the resumes of these different fighters like Jones and like Reyes and stuff who want to include 3 wins over Max Holloway to uphold his legacy. Like, and they won't use the term robbery for any of those fights, which I mean,
Yeah.
Because none
is
of
a-
them were.
I don't think so either. I'll,
Yeah.
I'll agree with you, like handedly.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I just-
Okay, I see what you're saying anyway. Yeah.
Okay, Merab Dvalishvili at number 5, which I mean, I would not have him there. I would need to rework the entire list because Merab Dvalishvili at number 5, I'm not sure if I can actually just like support that with any points. Having watched him get kicked in his liver and cry out for his mother in his last performance. That was horrible, dude. You digging in me. It was like you digging in me.
You digging in me?
Jan. That was horrible.
Stop running! Stop
Like
running!
literally, bro. Yes King, RP Yes King. Peter Yan literally was doing a Yes King cosplay at UFC 323, and Merab Dvalishvili was looking like a lion pizza chicken out there.
Both of your daddies love you, but you need to stop. Stay still.
Like, bro, What the fuck, bro?
nigga?
But I mean, like, aside from that, this is my take about bantamweight. I was kind of on a sick one, including him this high. I probably would have had him closer to 10 than like the top 5. Merab Dvalishvili is a great bantamweight, but great bantamweights is like the division is too young for there to have been like a like definitive GOAT. And what I mean by that, it's like nobody's really done something that cool at bantamweight. It's to the point where Sean O'Malley is top 5, bro.
What about flyweight?
Like he's in the top 5 rankings, right?
No, I'm saying Sean O'Malley is like top 5 like of all time, like bantamweights.
Marab, Aljo, TJ Dillashaw, Henan Barrow. I'm trying to think of another guy. Maybe Yan. Yan's a greater bantamweight than Sean too.
Yeah, but like you know what I'm saying? He's like if he's not 5, he's 6 is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
the division is
People
too
can
young.
Put him in. No, dude, Tim Welch is a bitch, dude. Like he's a smart one though. Like he literally just builds all his guys up. Like he makes them. I went to Ruff yesterday and he cornered all these guys, but his main guy. Have you guys heard of Ezra Elliott? Like he brought him up in an interview.
No.
About he's gonna be the next guy up. He's gonna fight Contender Series in August probably. Ezra Elliott fought yesterday against a nigga that was worse than my opponent. I swear to God. I swear to God he fought somebody that was worse than my opponent. And this is what they did with O'Malley. They made O'Malley fight niggas like Sukum Top, Andre Sukum Top, and the green hair nigga. They just build him up. They're doing the same thing with McMillan. Dude, O'Malley's not good. He's not. I'm not falling for this good propaganda with O'Malley. They built this nigga up until he had the confidence, and then Merab broke all that confidence down, and then they're gonna build him up again. Why is he fighting Zahabi? We're not doing this. No, O'Malley's not good at fighting. I'm not doing this shit. Tim Welch built him up. I'm not doing it.
That's my point. Like he literally held the belt. It's because like bantamweight.
And then he just fought against Cheeto.
Yeah, bantamweight. It needs a welterweight renaissance, like the same type of like influx of prospects to become contenders needs to happen at 135 pounds, and it just hasn't yet. And that's the reason why like the champions are good and they've been dominant, but that's just because they've been notching defenses up against dudes who are like not that serious. Like,
I do think we're on the verge of it in a couple of years. You got Ethan Ewing, who I'm really fucking fond of. You got Alexander Taporia, and you got Elijah Smith.
Wicklocks too, maybe.
Yeah,
Wicklocks.
You got Peyton as well. So you got a few people, you know, young fresh blood pumping through the veins. You know what I mean? So
I feel like we're on our way for sure, but it's just gonna take time.
Felipe Lima's still there. Don't forget. He just lost to another prospect.
I still like Felipe Lima. Yeah, I like Felipe Lima.
Yeah. So then, all right. Number 4, we have John Jones. And it's like, as far as resume goes, like he's double champion, but he doesn't have like. All right. So this is my thing about John Jones. People always talk about like the Duck and like Strip Jones, like the petition and stuff. I didn't sign that goddamn petition, bro. But like. I would have really appreciated if he did have footage of him fighting Ngannou and Aspinall. I think that would have like made his claim to be like the greatest fighter of all time. You couldn't argue with it at that point. Otherwise, it's like you're fighting Anthony Smith, you're fighting OSP, you're fighting you're fighting these burgers, dude, at 205 pounds.
Dude, niggas are asking for too much. He did everything he could.
But he has
including sticking needles in his arse.
Wins over multiple.
And then like Rumble Johnson too. That was another fight he didn't take.
Oh,
Rumble
Johnson. That was gutty, man.
He would have subbed him in 10 seconds.
I mean, dude, I just wanted to see it though. Is the thing. I feel like he would have done the same thing to Ngannou. I didn't think that he would have lost either of those fights. I just think that he should have.
Yeah, he would beat all of them. But I understand, like, okay, you guys want to see it, but yeah, you guys want to see it because he's so dominant. Like that tells you something. Like it wasn't. Yeah, so. He has this invincible aura his whole career. Usually people get it erased, like how who just got it erased? Who just got it erased? Somebody just got it erased. Anyways,
maybe I don't know. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but I mean, like that's my whole thing with John Jones. I'm under like no like preconceived notion that we would have lost any of those 3 fights. I just think that those 3 fights would have like made him undeniably number 1. Number 3, I have Islam Makhachev though. Yes. I think that what he represents in terms of like acumen at just in general, like just his fighting acumen is crazy, and then his resume of defenses at lightweight is crazy. People, I saw cage side combos talk about this as well. How people say like he just beat featherweights, like he beat the featherweight, like he beat the featherweight. Like, you know, and he did it twice, bro, and he finished him once. And people want to talk about...
And to be fair, it was a good point that Volk could beat any other lightweight, really.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And it became like... It was a precedent set by his cousin. You beat Gaethje, you beat Poirier, and you beat Conor, or the equivalent. And those 3 wins make you a very legit lightweight champion. And, like, Khabib, I think, is special for the fact that he beat those 3 guys in his prime. But I would say that, like... Volkanovski twice is rivaling those 3 wins in terms of quality, but he did beat Poirier as well. And then, oh man, I really wish that he would have beat Armin again, dude. That would have definitely like.
Oh yeah, I'm gutted we didn't get that rematch.
I know,
bro.
man. Like, dude, that would have made him perfect in terms of.
The
like,
more
his
you
run
think
to
about it, the
155
more
pounds.
upsetting it is.
I know,
Oh,
I know,
man.
and we're projecting him to like dominate 170 pounds as well. So I think that placing him over John Jones, in terms of the fact that there's still a lot more for him to accomplish, and he's already accomplished so much, I think is fair. So I placed him at number 3. Number 2, it's Khabib, dude. I have Khabib at number 2. I have Khabib at number 2. Just because he created the framework for what it means to be a good lightweight champion in modernity, and his dominance has been unrivaled by any other fighter that I've seen, except for my number 1 pick. Dap me up.
Yes.
Dap me up.
I'm going. So this means GSP or DJ's missing out.
Yeah, GSP and DJ are not on this list, you guys.
What?
I do not have GSP or DJ on this list. Bro. Mighty Mouse, like they're not here, and none of those guys are on this list. So yeah, Khabib, I think all time is like, because I mean, bro.
Wait, is Ilya number 1?
Ilya is number 1. Ilya is number 1. Ilya's number 1. Hey, Ilya's number 1. Ilya's number 1. Ilya's number 1, bro. Ilya's number 1.
Oh,
Bro, never cut, never bled.
Dude, they're gonna invent new slurs for you, bro. Oh, my
Oh yeah,
gosh.
I know. Let me have it, bro. Let me have it. This is a video I posted on my channel. Like, you can go watch it.
Oh my god.
I go in depth on like supporting these points, bro, as well. It's on my old mic though, so my voice is gonna sound crunchy, but like, bro, I literally, I'll die by this, bro. These are my words.
Nah,
I
bro,
can't unsay it.
Nah, bro, you gotta be Hornet Dog MMA for that one now, bro.
Hornet
Oh my
Dog,
God.
Hornet Dog, Hornet Dog. Bro, so it's like with Ilya, it's like Ilya does like things that like people, the way that people describe Conor McGregor in terms of like these dreamlike KO sequences and performances that he notches, that's what Ilya is for like modern watchers who just got into this sport.
I get it, man. Dude, number 1,
So you think Ilya Sport is the greatest MMA fighter of
I think by
all
the time
time?
that he leaves the sport, as I said, I'm like kind of projecting where these fighters will end up in their careers and placing them on this list. Yes, I think that he will be, because I think that he beats
I think
Islam
he
Makhachev.
could be. I think he definitely could. Like, bro, if he knocked out Islam Makhachev, that one win alone pretty much would catapult.
I think there's
him
some
to,
middleweights
like,
that fucking Ilya Taporia could knock out, dude.
Name a couple, please.
Fucking shit, like Ozzy Diaz, Mikhail Oleksiejczuk, fucking
You beat Oleksiejczuk.
let me think of other ones. Fucking Adolfo Vieira, Eric McConaughey. Bro,
Wait, hold up.
Roman Dolidze, bro. Roman Dolidze gets shinned by Ilya. He could be ranked if he
they're both
beat...
Georgian. They're both Georgian. He's not doing.
I'll take it a step further. I think there's heavyweights Ilya could beat.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, that's true. Actually,
Like
okay, then if he's knocking out heavyweights, if he's knocking out heavyweights, he is the greatest.
Lucas Bresky versus Ilya Taporia, open weight fight right now. Who you got?
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Ilya would beat Taito Ivasa in a fight.
Actually.
Yeah.
So that's
But
the
to be
reason
fair,
why...
Straight up.
So that's the reason why I place Khabib and Ilya where they are, is because they have skill that transcends like their divisions. And like in terms, it's kind of like a GOAT list, but it's like,
Okay.
you know,
All right. Yeah. Who's next?
I'll go next.
yeah, just no rankings, just like
Oh wait,
Oh,
no,
no,
actually.
no.
Well, you know what? You know what? Like, listen. To be
out of
honest,
10.
Beewolf.
Just
to be
go
honest,
ahead. Just go ahead.
To be honest, Beewolf, you chill. I be seeing you around school, but listen. Rate. You know, you seem chill. You can kind
Whenever
of
you like for the TBH, and she says, "Yo, you funny."
You funny.
Oh no!
You funny. Yeah, Hornet Dog, you funny, but I'm gonna give that list. I'm gonna give that list like a. You know what? For a boat list, that's like an 8.5 or 9 out of 10. But for a goat, but for a goat list, well, actually, yeah, boat list 9 out of 10. Goat list, man, 3 out of 10, bro. Lose my number.
Yeah, I'll give you a 4. I think the middle part's actually quite nice with placement and whatnot. I just think I just can't be. Yeah, man. Yeah.
4.
Ben, what are you rating it, bro?
The Ilya shout. I love the knee shouts, but I'm gonna put it to a 5 because of the Ilya shout.
Okay, that's pretty. I like the Habib shout. The Habib shout turned me on.
But you know what though? What I will appreciate though is that is your thoughts. Like it's not like you're regurgitating what someone else. Like I can feel like, okay, this is what is actually genuine. So I appreciate.
Like if I did like 5 lines of something, then you'd convince me that that's the correct one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. At number 10, I have Ilya.
Okay.
This is not bad, Marauder.
That's actually a good start. That's actually a really good start.
Oh my gosh. Yo, Moreno just won the first round against Figgy. Oh my gosh. Yo, oh.
Bro, believe in yourself.
What?
Oh my gosh. Yo, Pena's Pay actually just survived the first round. Like, I'm shocked. Like, okay, you're starting.
Okay. Number 9, Junior.
Who?
Jose Aldo?
Junior Santos.
Aldo.
Yeah, like I was like Junior. I was
I like Aldo.
I was testing your guys' ball knowledge. Beewolf is the real nigga in here.
No, I was gonna say I had to make sure because if you said Dos Santos, I was genuinely gonna block you off Riverside, and then this would have been done.
I thought he was on about Dos Santos, so I know he hypes him up a lot.
No, why would I say Junior Dos Santos? Number 8, Poetan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't hate that.
Number 7, Volk.
Okay. That's bro.
Yeah. Hey, nigga. Number 6, George St. Pierre.
6.
Too low for me, but okay.
Number 5, Islam.
Okay.
Number 4, the one, the only,
It's Conor
Habib Nurmagomedov.
Yeah. I feel like Habib over Islam all time is not. It shouldn't be a hot take.
I
Honestly, like no matter what Islam accomplishes, bro, Habib over Islam.
Literally, Islam is Habib's disciple. Like this, he taught him how to fight. He taught him how to live. He taught him everything. Like this is not what we're doing. We're not doing this Islam over Habib shit. Habib would smash him. Number 3, Silva. And the reason why he's in 3 is because after seeing what Prates is doing now, I know his framework is still there. His framework still works.
Honestly, I respect people who tip their hat to Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
The framework is still there. Prates just beat the dog shot of JDM.
Also, Silva has 16 good wins in his career. People that say that he doesn't have good wins are, you don't know who he fought. But that doesn't mean that he didn't have good wins.
I don't care, man. Silva got me into the sport of fucking MMA, so I'll always love a bit of Silva praise.
Number 2, Demetrius.
Not bad shout.
And number 1, Jonathan.
Yeah. John, I agree, because if you're gonna rank John, he has to be 1 for me. If you're gonna rank him,
bro,
10 out of 10 list.
Kid.
10 out of 10 list.
I give your list like, to be honest, Marauder, you funny. You got nice shoe game. I see you around school a little bit. You kind of chill. I give you like a 6 out of 10.
10, nigga. No, not 6.
I think
you're a 6.5 out of 10. Okay,
that's a 7. It's solid 7.
I rate that goat list as highly as I rate your opponent, Carlo.
Well, it's like a 2.
Damn, you gave him a name. He has a name.
His name's Carlo.
Yeah, that's his name. That's what Marauder said. His name's Carlo.
His name's Carlo.
He's a Russian
damn.
called Carlo.
Yo, Carlo would. Nigga, you've never seen the Undertaker? Yo, Alfredo, have you ever seen the Undertaker, nigga?
Yeah, I know about Teddy Long and the Undertaker.
Yeah, yo,
Holla, 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 holla. Go on.
like he would lift most of you nigga. Like Alfredo, he would lift you up. Like he would just pick you up.
What,
nigga.
the Undertaker would all Carlo?
You, nigga, Carlo.
Oh, Marauder, stop it. I'd snap you and Carlo in
Who do you-
that
who do you-
round.
who do you-
You
who do
are
you-
not, yo.
Who do you think will win, Carlo or Lucas Hill? Who wins?
Lucas will beat the
fuck
dog shit
off,
out of
fuck
Carlo.
off.
Who's Lucas Hill?
Jay, why would you even mention
Oh,
this?
no.
Lucas Hill's a nigga that slept him in the amateurs.
Lucas Hill slept Fredo with the amateurs as a boxer.
He was with a straight left hand.
Yeah, it was a southpaw. It was a British southpaw who's knocked out Fredo when he was an amateur boxer.
Alfredo's Mr. 4-2. I'm undefeated. Ain't no niggas gonna beat me.
Have you
I'm
actually
undefeated.
searched up Lucas Hill, by the way?
He's he slept him. He slept Alfredo cold in the amateurs, and this nigga's talking about Carlo.
Wait, is this rap cap or is this like some real stuff that happened?
Bro,
Dude,
Lucas Hill,
no,
Lucas Hill put the fear of God in Alfredo.
Please.
Bro,
Don't
Fredo,
listen.
dude, Fredo was literally looking up like this, like you know how he look up. Like, he's like,
Dude, you know that pause Leon Edwards made before he got slept? It was like this. And then straight back, he
Yeah.
whipped off the canvas.
Yeah.
Oh my
Dude,
He tries
god.
to dance as like a Japanese dark tale that like only is like it's just one of those like tales
Yeah,
that
hit the
are
drum
real,
roll.
but it's real.
It's
was
true
real.
if you believe it's true. That's all I'm gonna say.
Do you want to carry on with the GOAT list, boys?
Yeah.
all right,
BenJ?
No. Well, before we carry on, Alfredo, do you think you can beat me in a box?
Yeah,
If we're
he's
being
30.
completely honest, Marauder, I would jab the fucking head off of you.
No, you wouldn't. Like, dude, I don't know what's whispering with niggas. Yo,
I
I'm not
watched
losing-
your
I-
fight, and all I saw was straight jabs to the head, double jabs to the head, jabs to the body, left hooks to the body. I saw a plethora
yo,
of
people
shots
people
I could use
forget,
against
man.
you.
You
People
can
forget,
see
man.
a lot of shit on film, but when there's a big 6'3" light skinned nigga right in front of you in your grill doing this, like emoting and shit,
I've sparred taller, I've sparred better, I've sparred harder.
I
Listen,
sparred
people-
better than you.
People,
I'm not.
People forget, man. Fredo was legit back in his heyday, bro. People forget, man.
Alfredo, you've been boxing
will
for
whoop his-
13 years.
13 years, yes.
I'm finna whoop
Experience,
that ass.
Marauder.
I'm not losing to no content. Yo, okay, bro. Kenny Okoye duck me. I'm not losing to any fucking content creator, bro. No, MMA content. If they want to, I'm gonna make it to my best. So if they try to give me a MMA nigga, let's box. Yo, give me a boxing nigga, let's kickbox. Give me a jujitsu nigga. Let's like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not losing. I'm not gonna lose. I'm gonna make sure I'm not gonna lose. I'm not losing my whole career. I'm going undefeated. Undefeated.
That's it. All right.
Anyways, it was a
Jay,
shit
do you want to
goat
go
list.
first, me or you?
I would say 8. I would say it's like an 8. But I don't understand. I'm gonna let the other guys share their list, and then I feel like the rest of you guys are gonna have DJ really high up. Maybe it's just predating my time. I don't understand like the high placement of DJ all the time. I mean, he had a bunch of
a bad
defenses,
boy.
but like I don't get it.
He's a bad
Yeah,
boy.
I think it's his accolades. Can't ignore it.
No.
Right, Jay, I'm going to do my list first, if that's all right.
All right, go ahead.
So, number 10, I have Matt Hughes. Okay.
Oh,
I'll explain it
say
later. I'll explain it later.
anything,
Oh my God. How old are you, bro? Oh my fucking
I'll
god,
explain it
bro!
later,
You
explain
know,
it
like,
later.
you know how we say unks? Like this is like proper unk status. This is holy
Okay.
shit.
Master do anything, nigga.
Oh my
No,
God.
listen. Number 9, I have Stipe.
Number 9, Stipe. I don't mind Stipe.
Number 8, I have Jose Aldo.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 7, I have Kamaru Usman. Number 6, I have Khabib. Number 5, I have Marab. I love
Oh my
Marab.
God.
I'll explain why later.
Why do you and
I had
Beewolf
Marab
have
at
the same
5.
placement?
Yeah, I had Marab at 5.
Bro. Let me tell you something right now. Marab has arguably, in the history of the sport, got the best winning streak ever in terms of names. Ever.
Relative to bantamweight,
I'll
I
read
would
you the
say
names.
yeah.
I'll read you the names. You tell me if I'm wrong. Right. I'll name it from John Dodson, who's a good fighter. John Dodson.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't
Let
do
me do
that.
it. Let me name the names. Let me name the names. Let me name the names. John Dodson, Cortes Damon, not a great win, but Marlon Moraes, Jose Aldo, Piotr Jan, Sean O'Malley, Umar Nurmagomedov, Sean O'Malley, Corey Sanhagen. That's arguably the best win streak ever.
And Henry Cejudo.
And Henry Cejudo's in that's arguably the best win streak ever. It is. It's fact.
Talking about Cody Steen.
No, bro,
that?
the winning streak stemming from John Dodson is arguably the best win streak ever.
Bro, I'm stopping that nigga, bro. Who is that? I'm stopping him. Who is that, bro?
Yo,
You know,
people do
I'm
forget,
right, bro,
man.
I'm right.
Cody's statement took Soggy Dog to a draw. People
no,
forget, man.
you're not listening, bro. You're not listening. The winning streak stemming from John Dodson onwards
Oh
is
my
the best
God.
ever.
I can't-
I thought you were saying. I thought you were saying wins.
No, I can't believe he's saying that Marabi's is number 5 because of his Cody Stamen win. That's so crazy,
fuck
bro.
Cody Stamen. They're trying to paint him as this bad motherfucker. Who is that? Don't they? Bro, I'm.
That's not
He
what
beat
I'm
Eddie
saying.
And
Right.
if they're using Cody Stamen, then O'Malley's win over Eddie Wineland was badass.
All right, bro. All right. Let's stop. All right, go on.
All right, Volk at 4. I hate the Volk slander that has appeared on this podcast today. I fucking love Volk. He's at number 4. 3 Mighty Mouse. 2 GSP. 1 Islam. Islam's the greatest of all time. Already the greatest of all time. I'll explain
Did you
why.
leave out John Jones?
No, he has a PED included list though. He said.
Yeah, I
earlier.
have. So to make
Oh.
it harder, I tried to do a no.
Wait, so how John get left off with Silva in there?
He's not.
He's
Yes,
not.
Oh,
he
I
said it was one of them.
thought you said Silva. Oh, that was
No.
that was
no.
Marauder who said
Right, the
Silva.
reason why Islam's the greatest of all time is because there's no asterisks whatsoever you can attach to his 2 division championship win. There's no asterisks because he did defend the belt successfully and beat top level lightweight. So you can't say he just won it and moved up. He did beat JDM, which everyone says now, or JDM was never that good, but they were saying going into that fight that was a 50-50 fight. Now, he has the most consecutive wins in UFC history, tied with Anderson Silva with 16, stemming from the most competitive division in UFC history, which is lightweight, and the most popular division, which is lightweight. He has some of the best championship performances in UFC history, championship finishes in UFC history. Islam is the greatest of all time. And bro, even if you don't think that now, when he beats Ian Gary, you will be saying it then. That is why I have Islam at number 1. Now, I briefly, because I knew I was going to get cooked for this one, but bro, I'm going to explain that Matt Hughes shout at number 10. How many championship wins does Matt Hughes have?
It's like it's about like 8 or 9.
He has 9 championship wins. He has beaten BJ Penn, who everyone laughs at, but BJ Penn at the time was considered an all-time great. That's an all-time great win. Hoist Gracie, pioneer. Now, Hoist Gracie sucks, but is he not a name? Is he not a name?
No.
That dude's like 3.5 stars in UFC 5.
Is he not a name?
No.
Is he not a name?
Kron Gracie came out of that sack, bro.
Is he
There's
not
no
a name?
way. There's no way.
Wait, no, wrong sack. That wasn't Hoist's
Bro.
son, but
Oh, sorry, my bad. I'm not doing it correctly on the
He's
sack
beat
watching.
Joe Riggs, and everyone's going to be like, who's Joe Riggs? Joe Riggs has beaten Nick Diaz, right?
Marauder
He's
didn't know
beaten him.
that. Marauder didn't
He's
know
beaten-
that.
Yo, Nick.
He's
I
beaten-
knew that nigga.
He's beaten Frank Trigg twice. He's beat GSP. That's an all-time great win. That's an all-time great win.
Is this like some sort of prank? Is this a prank you're doing right now? Because
What's
the
wrong with
fuck
it?
are we
I feel like half of those names have like you could see them like at the bottom signed on like the United States
Bro.
Constitution, bro.
Bro. The thing is though with these names is if you look back in history, these were all considered top level wins at the time. So why do we consider just because we don't know, just because you guys don't know who they are? That doesn't mean they're not valuable wins.
I'm laughing because I know who they are. Like Hoist Gracie fighting
He would
Matt
do
Hughes-
shit now, but is Hoist Gracie not a pioneer?
Even then, I'm gonna be honest. I think Hoist is the most overrated fighter of all time. Even in his era, Hoist Gracie. I'm gonna go on this slight tangent real quick. I'm gonna make it short though. Hoist Gracie's the equivalent. If I walked in to like a karate dojo of like people who don't grapple, and I went in there and I submitted all of them, and I started saying I invented jiu-jitsu and I'm like the greatest of all time, I'm the best fighter in the world. That's what Hoist Gracie did. UFC 1 was propaganda made by agents from Brazil who basically wanted to sell their style of jiu-jitsu, which came from judo, and there was luta libre, by the way. The Japanese already did what the Gracies did before, but they marketed it as like this new martial art. They beat up on guys who didn't know how to grapple. I get Ken Shamrock knew how to grapple a little bit. I get that. But once Hoist Gracie and his family went over to Japan, they fought Sakuraba and other dudes who knew what to do when they got on the ground. They got beat up. And Hoist Gracie, by the time he fought Matt Hughes, what year was that? That was like in the 2000s.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
lost.
nah, like Hoist Gracie at that point, he was already figured out. Like Hoist Gracie, like genuinely, Hoist Gracie, I hate that he gets called the most influential fighter in the sport because he's a fraud. He is a scammer. That dude literally, like, cause if I went to an untapped island right now and I just started tapping out a bunch of like what's that one untapped island where you're not allowed to go to? Was it North Sentinel Island? What's it called?
Yeah.
If I went over there, if I went over there right now and I taught them jujitsu, am I now the best in the world because I'm tapping out a bunch of people that never seen grappling? For real? Like, come on, bro. That's what he did.
That does make sense.
Yeah, and
Well,
then when Hoist fought other people who knew how to grapple, he got shut down. He literally made it a rule against Sakuraba. No time limit. I get to wear a gi and all this other stuff, and he still got whooped. I hate Hoist Gracie, bro.
People forget, man, though, he did beat Ken Shamrock.
Ken Shamrock sucked too. Not even the best Shamrock in his family. Hate that dude, too.
I watched Kim Shamrock versus Boss Hooten in the Pancration, dude, and I almost like I wanted to eat the pants I was wearing watching that fight.
But I feel like
Old
I feel
UFC is
though,
like, I think I'd rather pick scabs off of my forearm.
bro. But the thing is, though, I feel like one thing boxing fans do better than MMA fans is, so like, I hate when obviously the old heads that go Rocky Marciano would beat Tyson Fury. No, you are fucking stupid. Tyson Fury would murder Rocky Marciano, but Rocky Marciano's respected for what he did in his era. So in my opinion, Matt Hughes has several championship wins, a couple of all-time great wins, and for that time, solid contender wins. So he's got to be in top 10 for me.
I
No, think it's a bad
no.
shout.
When a
All right, fair
Rocky-
enough.
Matt Hughes was fighting, bro. MMA's only been a sport for like 30 years.
That's what I'm
Matt
saying.
Hughes was fighting
Same
how like he was fighting niggas that somebody told them while they were
Yeah.
mowing their lawn.
Bo-
MMA's a
boxing's-
sport. You should try this
bo-
out. Club
Boxing's
shit, nigga,
so
like-
old that boxing's so old that like some of these oldies you talk about were actually competent boxers by the time thing. Whereas MMA was literally just fucking boss man.
But
Boss-
but Matt Hughes was a competent MMA fighter for his time. The same logic applies. It's
No,
the
but
same
what
thing.
no. But
The
when
age
you
of the
talk
sport
about-
is irrelevant.
No. Well, it definitely is because it's a newer sport. So therefore, like you had fat bastards like fighting with one glove on and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like boxing,
yeah.
it had already been a thing for like 7 decades by the point of like the 1950s and whatnot. So of course, like Sugar Ray Robinson and shit had a good go at stuff and had some good competition. Whereas MMA, it's
No,
not
but
the
Sugar Ray
case.
Robinson didn't have good
No,
competition.
with that being, hey,
He had decent
give me,
competition. He did.
give me Bon
Name
Theme
him.
to stop. Give me Bon Theme to
name
stop.
him,
Roberto
Matt Hughes.
Duran. Roberto Duran. Or no, Ray Leonard. Excuse me, my bad. That's Ray Leonard. My bad. Excuse me.
We're not doing that. Bon Theme stopping
Because
Matt Hughes.
even though you could name some of Matt,
That's
even
the
though
level for
you
this
could have just named like Matt Hughes like you did, yeah.
Bonfim definitely stopping
could
Hughes,
you be
bro.
could you be confident in saying you've watched a lot of these fighters as well?
No. But the names that, but again, you look at the narratives of the guy. This is the same logic for Sugar Ray Robinson.
But look,
You look at the narrative of when they were around and apply it.
In Ben's
the
defense,
legacy.
in Ben's defense, the thing that I will justify his 10 pick is he did beat GSP, not like good GSP, not like prime, but good GSP, and he beat BJ Penn. So people do glaze GSP, but then you gotta kind of have to like big up Matt Hughes. So I give it to him.
Nah, man, I'm just sick of Ben being a fucking idiot.
So what are we
Yeah,
rating
it's a
this?
good shout.
What are we rating the GOAT list then? What are we rating it?
I think it's a carrot.
It's a 10 out of 10.
No,
You
it's
guys-
certainly not 10 out of 10. I'll give it like a 5.
There's a
I don't think
second
he's-
one though, right?
I know I'm joking. Yeah, he did one without PEDs. If you want,
I can do my PED list if you want.
Yeah, that one's probably better. That one's probably better.
Okay, so for that one,
That's like on X Factor, and like when he starts singing a song, but like, have you got another song you can sing instead? Because you sound pretty shit on that one.
No,
mate,
no,
you know
no,
what
no.
I mean?
I didn't think that was even a bad list. I would have given that like a 7, dude.
bro,
Yeah, I
first
give it
one.
like a 5. I think you tried something.
It was better. It was
different.
better than Marauder's list, so I'll give it like a. When
Bro,
I give Marauder,
it's a 10.
I'll give you like a 6.
It's
Hey
a 10.
Siri, hey Siri, how do I choke niggas through the camera?
Bro, the PD list is
Go on.
Aldo 10, Usman 9, Khabib 8, Merab 7, Volk 6, Anderson Silva 5, most underrated resume ever, but the decline hurts him. The decline hurts him
The
really
decline,
bad.
Uriah
in
Hall
my
versus
opinion.
Silva was bad.
Yeah.
Don't talk about it, please.
Mighty Mouse would then be 4, GSP would be 3, Islam would be 2, and John Jones would be 1.
That's actually a better list. I'd rate that like an 8.
Yeah, I get out like a. Yeah, it's like an 8. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a way better list.
7.
But I don't
That's
like
all you
his
had to
li-
do, mate. That's all you had to do.
Dude, the history books, bro, they don't lie.
There's a bookworm studying all the old fights.
Matt
Fuck
Hughes,
that.
bro. I'm gonna fucking set up a table and be like, Matt Hughes top 10 of all time changed my mind.
Dude, I could do that.
Bonfim would stop him. Yaroslav submission.
It doesn't
Bro,
matter.
Islam
It
Dulatov,
doesn't
bro, would
matter.
fucking.
Bro, it doesn't matter though.
God
It's a
damn.
different era.
It definitely is a different era.
It does matter because I can pull niggas like Marlon Moraes would fuck everybody up right now.
Bro, Marauder.
for fuck's sake.
Dude, fucking stop mentioning Marlon Moraes.
He's a bad boy.
Bro, you know
I'm a
he's a
truth
cop.
maker.
He's a cop now. Did you know
Yeah,
that?
he is.
Really?
isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah,
In
go,
Brazil?
go challenge him. No, in America.
Imagine you get pulled over and it's fucking Marlon Moraes on like the back of the police motorcycle. I'd be like, all
You're gonna
right.
show
You
me-
could just chin him because he's got no chin.
I'd be like, all right, Pips, just give me the ticket,
Hey.
keep it moving. And he would just fucking shin you in traffic, bro. He just wheel kick you, just switch kick
What?
up top. Like
Dude, but is it
Dude,
safe?
he's-
Is it safe to have a cop with CTE? Is that safe?
Nigga,
That's
isn't
some
Stipe
bad
a firefighter?
CTE as well.
No, when Stipe is a firefighter. Oh shoot!
Yeah.
Yeah.
And nigga, is it Kane the mayor? I know it's
Cain
WWE,
Velasquez?
but like,
Yeah.
Oh,
no, no, no.
Kane. Oh, Kane.
machine, baby.
Oh, yeah. But I ain't gonna lie. He's like a terrible politician, but yeah. I mean, he
Really?
is. Yeah, dude.
Is
No,
he?
he's, yeah, dude, bro. We can get into that later. That's later.
wait,
I'd
did
vote
this
for
nigga only
Kane.
become mayor because he's Kane?
I'd vote for him off the strength of that. Hell yeah.
Like that's what I thought too. I thought, wait, oh, if Kane's running, nigga, let me just press vote because like it's Kane.
It's Kane, bro. Like it's the big
Nah.
red. What is it? The big red what? What is his name? The big red machine?
Big
Is that
red
his name?
machine.
Yeah.
You Undertaker's broski, bro.
The demon.
Right, go on,
Alright.
Jay. Your list now.
I'm gonna say
That's
my
till
criteria.
last.
I'm gonna say my criteria real quick because I have this in order. So title wins and defenses. Now these don't like sometimes if they're equal, I might favor one over the other. Title wins, longevity, performances in fights, resume, and then I'm basing fighters based off their peak and prime. That's primarily what I'm going off of. All right, here we go. At number 10, now I'm gonna say this. There's 3 fighters I had at number 10. I had Usman in the running, and I had Israel Adesanya in the running. Neither of them are there, though. At number 10, I got DC. I've left DC off my top 10 list for so long, but the reason I feel like I can't not put him top 10, if we're talking MMA, beating Josh Barnett, Bigfoot Silva, beating Stipe the first time, 3 title defenses at light heavyweight. I get that he never beat John, but really it's just like if you're 2 wins away for being the GOAT, I feel like you got to be top 10. Because had he beat John once, he'd basically be like number 2 all time.
John on roids. John on roids.
That is true. So I'll go DC at number 10. At number 9, right above him, Stipe. Stipe, basically greatest heavyweight of all time. Has a title defense record.
Schooled in
Beat-
Ngannou.
School didn't got it the first time around. I mean, plethora of wins, by the way. JDS got that back in the rematch, beat Alistair Overeem. Like, he did everything you could do at heavyweight. So I think you got to put him at 9. Number 8, Khabib. Oh, yeah. Oh, we don't got to talk about Struve. But yeah, number 8, I got Khabib. Most dominant fighter of all time, undefeated, obviously 29-0, blah, 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 blah. The only thing that keeps him from being higher is just the lack of longevity for me. But going 13-0 in the UFC, that's unheard of. So shout out to Khabib. 7, I'm going to go Jose Aldo. Now, the reason I put Aldo above Khabib is because if we include WEC as well, that dude's either near double-digit title wins or very close to it. I mean, he's basically beaten... I want you to understand this. Jose Aldo beat 4 generations of fighters. Like, he beat the Mike Browns of the world, obviously, and the Cub Swanson of the world. He beat his own generation would basically be that. He beat, for example, like Jonathan Martinez. I understand that win's not crazy, but Jonathan Martinez is so far removed from when Jose Aldo debuted that you gotta, like, respect that. You gotta
longevity is crazy.
Was that his only modern W in the UFC, though?
No. Because... Think about it like this.
Rob wait.
He did
Rob
beat
Font.
Font. He did beat
Cheeto.
Jonathan Martinez arguably was close to beating Zahabi, by the way. Like, arguably.
Yeah.
And
And Batista.
And then also, should have beat Moraes, but I get he did it. He did it. But, like, he very competitive fight with Moraes. Did fight for it, but I get coming off a loss. But to be honest, I think he would have beat Aljo and Henry Cejudo. Different discussion, though. But the fact that he had such crazy longevity, I got to put him there, number 7. Number 6, a guy who just passed him for me, Volk. I'll put Volk at number 6. The only negative Volk has to me is he's kind of like the DC problem where Ilya and Islam kind of keeps him at a certain level because he couldn't reach certain, like, even though at featherweight, I'll be honest, he gets heavily carried by the fact that he beat Max 3 times because Ortega is a good win. TKZ win is like, whatever, I guess. And Yair Rodriguez, I rate that win better than most people, even though I'd be slandering Yair. Yair's not a bad fighter. He just has really bad PR, but he's not a bad fighter. But yeah, Volk at number 6. 5, Anderson Silva. Now, I'm going to actually explain this a little bit. Silva is not just the 16 wins, but I want people to understand this. Dan Henderson is probably one of the most underrated fighters of all time.
He's fought everyone. His resume is crazy.
He's fought
Fedor.
everyone.
He finished Fedor.
He was the OG double champ. Like, being a double champ in Pride, that meant something, bro. And still went out there and beat that guy. Beat Vitor Belfort. Went up, like, I want you to understand
DRT Vitor.
Yes, like Vitor. This man beat Forrest Griffin going up a weight class. Now, I get Forrest Griffin is like, people might think whatever. If DDP, while he was middleweight champion, went up and beat Yuri Prohaska, people would be like, oh my gosh. That's what Silva was doing. The only thing, I don't really care about Silva going on the long losing streak because I care more about, like, peak. And anything that happens after, to me, is either extra credit or, like, maybe if it's a tiebreaker, I might bring it up. But yeah, Silva at 5 for me. The only thing that holds him back from the other 4 ahead of him is, I hate to do the resume thing here, but I do think they have slightly more better wins. Very slightly. Number 4, Islam Makhachev. Now, Islam, the thing, he's basically, like, to me, 2 wins away from probably being the GOAT, depending on what happens. He's probably like 2 wins away. Again, 16 fight win streak. Went up, became double champ. We're not double champ. No, low key did, bro. I don't care. He vacated. He was still basically champ. Yeah, double champ. I don't care about the semantics. Better than Khabib, by the way. Like, let's make that very clear. Better fighter than Khabib. And due to the fact that he basically beat the same people that he beats, other people get glazed for. Goes out and beats Charles Oliveira, crickets. When Ilya does it, yay, Ilya. No, bro, I'm tired of this, man. Khabib beating
Charles too.
That's what I'm saying, prime Charles. But yeah, Islam number 4. 3, this guy used to be my GOAT, but I low-key came down to earth. And people are going to say it's because of the thing that happened between me, him, and Aljo. It has nothing to do with that. Mighty Mouse. Is there no personal bias, genuinely. I used to have Mighty Mouse as the GOAT because I used to say that he fought the hardest people in terms of, like, if you don't care about the name and you just look at the TV, I thought he fought the hardest people. But the only thing when looking at it in terms of like greatness, Mighty Mouse, only thing he kind of lacks compared to the other two I have above him is they just have a bit more done in terms of actual title wins, and that's like the only difference maker. But I do think Mighty Mouse, like Joseph Benavidez, amazing fighter. John Dodson, amazing fighter. Horiguchi at the time he fought him, good fighter. Not what he would be in Ryzen, but good fighter. I mean, close fight with Henry Cejudo, crazy longevity. And the reason why people say he doesn't have a great resume is because he was the first. Because he started flyweight, so he can't really beat former champions because no one else had a legacy. So I think that shows the greatness. At 2, I used to have this guy at number 1 at one point, but I had to bring him down. GSP. GSP, he's beaten every man he's ever fought. Head of his time. The only knock against GSP you could really say is the Sarah loss, which he got back. You really can't say much. I guess you could say the Hendricks fight was a robbery.
I think you could say some of his performances were a little bit lackluster as well.
Yeah, like
He was known for being boring. But
yeah, he was
dominant.
boring, and he'd like take a dead hard to a decision is nasty work. Like if GSP was around in today's era, they would invent slurs for Canadians for him. Like, dude, he's so glad he wasn't in the social media era. Like, dude, like taking Dan Hard to a decision would have been like if Khamzat fought like Mike No, Mike Malot's one weight class down. If Khamzat fought Roman Delice and took him to a decision, that's like kind of what that was like. So it is nasty work, but regardless. And at number 1, I hate this dude. I can't stand him, but I feel like you can't deny it. John Jones, bro. Like John Jones has done everything you can. I mean, he's not technically the youngest champion because it would be Aldo under the Zuffa banner, but technically the youngest UFC champion. What is it? 16 title wins, bro. 16 or 17.
Yeah.
He's beaten every generation of fighter. He beat the previous one. He beat his current. He beat the future generation. People like try to poke holes at like saying that Rampage, Lyoto, and them weren't that
But
good.
they're all legends.
It's not even that they're just legends, but even at the time, like those guys were all competitive, and John Jones was like the first of that bunch to separate himself. Like no one was separating themselves from those other guys until John came in. DC, I give him credit for the first one. The second win, I guess I can't because in terms of the PEDs, I used to say that if you took PEDs, you can't be the GOAT, but I'll be honest, that's such a huge rabbit hole to go down. I'm just going to say John Jones the GOAT, even though I don't like him. I don't care about the Tom Aspinall thing because it doesn't really I think affect anything it did prior. So that's my top 10.
Bro, it's a good top 10.
Yeah, I like
I give it a 9.
I give it a 9 too.
Oh,
8.
I give it an 8.
dang.
Where's Matt Hughes, bro?
Huh?
Bro,
Lift, I think
Matt
that-
Hughes might not even be a top 3 welterweight, bro. I'm gonna be honest, but you know,
Bro,
He's not.
Bro, you
I
know what
can
is
name-
underrated about John though? Before we go, bro, John's win over Gan's kind of underrated in my opinion.
it
Hell
is
yeah.
because I thought Gom was gonna beat him, so I gotta admit, it's
I
a great.
did as well, to be fair.
John's only like real loss is John. So yeah, like the
Well,
next
you know
Nadu
what-
fight
you know
was.
what's tell you the best part,
really
don't we-
well. Sorry,
go on,
Alfred.
Ben. No, go on, Ben.
I was
go
going
on,
to say, if Gan does go and beat Alex, then people have kind of got to shut the fuck up about John Jones.
Ben. And if he beats Aspinall, because Aspinall said today he's
Already
planning on coming back
beat
soon.
him. He already
oh,
beat him.
as well.
Shut up, you fucking dweeb.
Alfredo.
Oi,
He already
dweeb.
beat him.
No,
Yo, did
dweeb.
you
Shut
watch
up.
that fight?
Go away, loser.
Okay.
Right, anyways.
8 out of 10,
fucking
I'm safe,
dweeb.
Jay.
No, I was just going to say, I don't know if you guys remember it on Fight Week. It's like one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. Have you seen it on like what's it called now, Embedded series, where like John Jones was sat in his room and like they're watching the previous Embedded episode, and Cyril Gorn's playing FIFA,
Yeah.
and he's like having a great time, and John just like, look at this fucking guy.
He's like, he's just happy to be here. He doesn't want this.
He's
just happy
so
to be
pissed
here.
off because he's just playing a
playing-
video game.
he's playing
like, look
video-
at this guy.
He's playing video games, man. Like, no,
He
listen-
wasn't. Was he wrong though?
Hey, but it doesn't
Yeah.
matter, Cyril Gorn. I was like, I think he had something crazy, like one of the best pro clubs teams in the fucking world, which is, to be
Yo,
fair,
what's the likelihood
pretty
that
sick.
one of us have played against Cyril Gom before?
low key, on pro clubs, maybe. I played a lot of pro
Possibly,
clubs.
yeah.
I played a lot of pro clubs.
What's the likeliness that somebody is gonna pass away this fight week?
What's the likelihood that Cyril Gahn is whistling through his 2 front teeth gap right now? like a beautiful
What's-
tune.
Yo,
So
honest.
is
Yo,
What?
Jay look
I think on that note, boys, we should fucking. It's almost 3 hours. Holy
Yeah.
shit!
this is the
Listen.
longest episode.
Wait, should we leave it? Should we like leave an Easter egg for people who made it to the end though? Like, what should we leave for them if they made it to the end?
If you want to subscribe to the blue page, I'm going to
Oh
link
my
it in the description
gosh.
below.
Me and BenJ thriving.
If you made it to the end of the episode, like give them something to comment that only people would know if like they watched the end of the
Bro, you
episode.
might have skipped to the end though.
But how are they gonna know though?
No, they won't.
Wait. Let's just all start talking like we from Baltimore. You on the photo.
Oh, not you,
That's
man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Damn
Avenue.
Dammy. Yeah, we on the Avenue, Dammy.
We at the Avenue.
Yeah, wait, actually, you British guys start talking like you from Baltimore. You ain't got no fighting heart. You ain't got no fighting heart, Dammy.
I can't even do it.
That's not
I
how
don't
it
know how
sounds,
you
bro.
do this.
You don't have any fucking heart, mate. You don't have any heart.
Yeah, you got no fighting heart, mate.
If I was going to say, I'd say you don't have any fucking heart.
Have Alfredo been? Have you guys been to Brixton?
No, I'd get
No, I
stabbed.
haven't
Are
been
you
to
crazy?
Brixton. That's down south. We're from up north. That's south.
No. Yeah.
Welcome to Brixton. I'm in the party. Yo, you guys haven't heard
And
my UK
drillers.
drill playlist.
We've
Yo,
got
my
our
UK
music
drill
drillers.
playlist is badass. Like I
Yeah,
used
but
to
UK
only listen,
drill's chavvy and shit. So.
Yeah.
but I only used to
I
listen
listen,
to UK
I'll tell you who
drill.
I listen to. I listen to a bit of Adele.
And there's
Never mind,
there's middle class children growing up trying to buy machetes.
Y'all don't be in black country. Y'all don't be in black country with the black country banger.
We don't have country over here. We have countrysides.
What y'all know about the black country?
The black
banger,
country
did you?
banger.
What
Hang
y'all
on,
know
I
about
want to
that,
get. I
did
want to
you?
get this to 3 hours now. I want to get this to 3 hours. I'm going to be honest with you, boys.
you gotta hit the big
Okay.
We're
three.
2 minutes. We're 2 minutes away. He's
Have,
like,
have you guys
it's
ever
longer
have you guys
for
ever listened to funk before working out? So
Like Brazil
Listen to
funk.
what?
yeah, have you
Oh,
guys ever
yeah,
like
Brazil
hype
funk
yourself
sick.
up?
Hold up. You know what? I want to hear everybody's best rapper of all time, bro. Let's go around the table.
Oh.
I don't know.
Can we do top two, top three?
All right, we'll go top two.
Okay.
Let me.
All right, bro.
If
Low
anyone
key,
says Eminem, I'm gonna fucking punch you.
bro, low key, like Young Thug and like Lil Uzi Vert, bro.
Yo. I mean, you know what? I don't hate Young Thug being ranked so highly because Young Thug, he's important, man.
But
I
like, Young Thug
really,
literally
really,
is
Trap
really
so
rappers,
ass.
yeah, for trap rappers.
My
yeah.
favorite rapper of all time is JME.
Yeah.
Is that the YouTube? Oh wait. Oh
He's
my
got a
bad.
black ski mask, but you don't
Have
ski.
you heard his song with KSI where he's like
Yeah, I was gonna say-
JME? Shut your mouth.
Apart from the KSI stuff, JME has got some fucking.
Does he-
bangers.
Wait, he actually has
Is
like
he-
hella
He is
songs
good,
with
he is
KSI.
good.
Wait,
He is
is
good.
Jamie the guy on that song's like, well, shut down? Is that him or no?
That's it's JME
No,
and Skepta.
that's
They're
yeah,
brothers.
I was gonna say.
Oh,
Ring, ring,
trust
pussy,
me,
shut
daddy.
down.
Trust me, daddy.
My fucking goats. I know he's been in the files, but Jay-Z has got a crazy discography, and he's got
Wait, he's
longevity.
in the files?
He was. Him and Pusha T were.
For real?
Mhm.
Allegedly.
And then also, who else? I love Nas, and also Kendrick. We'll chuck in a modern one, Kendrick. Kendrick's got a great discography, man.
No
Yeah.
diggity.
No Digga D, mate. No.
Badass.
No,
Man.
no Digga D.
Mine's Young Slowby, and I'll throw in
Who is that?
We've hit 3 hours. We've hit 3 hours. Go. End
said-
it. No, don't let him finish. End the fucking video. No.
any hood niggas from Cali, so any like lower level niggas in EBK, and I could throw in Young Threat there, Arrow Juju.
Who are
These,
these
y'all,
people?
you gotta be from Cali to know these niggas though. Like
Famous
Beav-
Dex.
Famous
Famous
Dex.
Dex.
Famous Dex, bro. Famous Dex in
I
2016.
was in
bro.
Japan.
Yeah, I think my top two. I think the GOAT of all time is Nas. He has the greatest album in music history. Illmatic's the greatest piece of
Made it since
artwork of all
17.
time. And then at number two, well, not at number two, at 1B for me, Tyler the Creator. I know he's more than just a rapper, but two of the greatest of all time. And yeah, bro, those are my two GOATs, bro.
I think Blueface got to be in there too.
Who?
Blueface.
Blueface Famous Dex is the only
Oh,
exception.
Blueface,
fucking end the video.
baby.
Please end the
Yeah,
fucking
aight.
video right now.
Bust
What was
down,
that? I was
Tiana.
in the studio.
Yeah, actually. Wait, you know that one song where he's like, If I pull up, I need a bed for the show. Oh damn! I'm finna fight.
Hold up. Do y'all know One Take J though? Y'all know One Take J?
Yeah, I do know about that
nigga.
shit, bro.
Wait,
We
hold
know
up.
You know about
Jay,
Frosty
bro.
the Snowman? Do you know about Frosty the Snowman?
Bro,
Beewolf, you
low-key-
been telling you been telling.
Yeah, I am.
Okay,
Man,
so-
we can't keep up with these yanks,
hell
bro.
no.
Bro, I
all
need
these
to.
niggas.
I'm up for work in 3 hours, bro. We need to fucking end this shit. Seriously, bro. I
This
could
is
end
a-
this fucking podcast right now.
Long ass episode. Okay. Hey,
Listen,
so
Everybody,
hey,
thank you for watching.
appreciate-
It's been an episode. Matt Hughes is in the top 10 greatest of all time. Anyway, goodbye, everybody. Love you all.
Thank you.